Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Sunny and 78 on Monday and snow this morning in Lincoln, Nebraska. We start off the boys state basketball tournament because why not? Why not?
It was
Why
odd
not?
walking
It
out.
might as well be snowing today.
I went with no. I always wear one sock on, one sock off, and I walked out and I'm like, okay. So
What do you mean? Hang on, what?
I don't wear a right sock a lot of the time because I don't like the way it feels on my foot. Okay,
That's
I've been
news
doing
to
that
me,
for
and that's
12
all.
to 14 years. But today you walk out and it's like, okay, now am I going to be shoveling? I think the answer to that is no, right?
No, it's 35 degrees outside.
We're not going to be shoveling at
No.
11 a.m.
I'm a little bummed it's not a little bit colder to have a little more snow on the ground.
Oh, no, why?
For more of a Cowsville feeling, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Kalispell. He wants his Montana.
Yeah, I want it to feel like we're in a Hallmark movie.
No, why is that?
Yeah, if you had a nice little snow, it would be a nice.
I've enjoyed this being
You wanna-
spring now, actually.
All of a sudden,
I'm going to get you like a
all-
sweater.
all of a sudden, there's Gus in the wood shop. His life didn't go great, but now he's turning it around.
He's turning it around.
He met Mary at the Christmas program.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she's
kind of not really pretty, but pretty.
Yeah. Very
Put together.
Yeah, put together like that. She's not just out of control, just like hammered drunk,
No.
and stuff like drinking Bloody Marys at 8 a.m. No,
No.
she's not. She's got herself together.
Yeah.
And they're starting to work things out a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's also a past.
You know what else there is a lot? And those things are vests like we got.
Yeah,
From Pinnacle Bank.
Yes, a lot of
A lot of
vests.
vests.
Very nice vest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vests, and there's a lot of coffee, a lot of really nice boutique coffee shops.
All over the place.
Every other store is a boutique coffee shop.
And everything is clean. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, you don't see a bunch of trash on the bunch of wrappers laying around on the ground in Kalispell.
Clean windows too.
I thought people would probably address what's up with the sock situation? You don't wear a right sock. Bill, you ever heard that before? One
Never
sock
heard
on,
of
one
this.
sock up. You've thrown people off. You've thrown myself off.
That's why
this
you're
morning.
going to start walking in
You
circles.
just like
Your
get dressed
balance
like
is
it was
gonna be
nothing.
off.
Like
I
no
don't
big
like
deal.
No, it's very simple. I don't like the way a sock feels on my right foot. It doesn't.
What does that
I think
even
my
mean?
right foot's a little
What does
different.
that mean?
It like bunches.
The
up
show is
weird.
taking a weird turn.
Not
It has
really.
off-
Are your
Yeah,
feet
that's a little
different
Steve.
size?
Steve, you got to push back on this one now. Just not wearing one sock. Because I go a lot with no socks.
Right.
That's
I like
very
it too.
normal.
I
Either
do
no
too.
socks or
Yeah.
both socks.
No,
Yeah,
if it's
I'm
cold,
done.
I go with one and just figure the other ones we're gonna have to make it work. But it's
I've
it's
never-
not weird. Nobody
Yes,
sees
it is.
No,
I've-
it's not because nobody sees it. If I didn't, I
But
should
now
have brought it up.
but now they know it. Now we know it.
It's like the phone thing. I shouldn't have brought it up. Anyway, Bam Adebayo, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, last night Bam Adebayo, who have you heard that name before, Bill? Have you heard of Bam Adebayo?
Tell me, please, that you.
I'm just saying this. I heard the name. I have no idea who he played for in college or anything like that.
Just weather this storm. You're gonna have to weather.
Did he play for
interested.
UConn?
No, he played for Kentucky.
Okay.
With John Calipari at the time
Okay,
at
okay,
Kentucky.
wasn't Kentucky.
Who's he thinking of? He's thinking of somebody though.
Yeah,
Kimba Walker.
maybe.
No, I
but
was
he's a
thinking of
guard,
that.
though.
He is a guard. No, I have heard of the name, but that's all that I knew. And then
Emeka Okafor
Yeah.
back in the day. Maybe
Don't
I don't know.
something. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
maybe
know.
Okafor.
That- that's what- yeah, that's
That
what
was a
I was
long
thinking.
time ago.
But
But,
that,
yeah.
but so
maybe Okafor.
That's
yeah,
true.
let's back off, Jake.
I was trying to get help with the name. He
Well-
went for 83 points last night for the Miami Heat.
That's
83.
significant.
That is the second most points scored in the history of the NBA in a game. Of course, Wilt Chamberlain number one with 100 points.
That was Bill, and you don't remember that.
Well,
You weren't alive, but it was 1962.
also, young Connor came in, and friendship has almost ended with Connor, with myself anyway.
I don't.
He said that the game last night, Say the name again.
Bam Adebayo.
That game was way better than Wilt scoring 100.
I disagree.
Yeah, he said that.
Bam.
Yeah,
There was no
you said it.
There was
but
no
you said it out
3-point
loud.
line when Wilt Chamberlain did that.
Yeah.
He didn't take threes anyways. He just did it all in the paint.
A couple
And free throws.
I'll
Go
give you
ahead.
some numbers.
Thank you.
Now, he was 20 of 43 from the field. Okay, that's good. The big numbers, 36 for 43 from the line. Those are both records, attempts and makes.
That game had to be 9 hours long.
I don't know. This is the Washington Wizards. This is in Miami, which the Wizard, okay, more numbers. 7 for 22 from the 3-point range.
He's a center, by the way. Power forward center taking 22 3-pointers. It was his night. Why not, Bam? Pull. That's like me to Price.
Yeah.
Pull.
The record for attempts had been free throw attempts. Had been 39 by Dwight Howard.
42. He's not exact. I mean, Bam is a good player, but he has been disappointing this year. Like they want him to be a superstar in Miami. He refuses to be it.
No.
And finally, last night he goes for 83 out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have get his numbers for the year.
Well, that's going to change his points per game. Obviously, I don't know what he was before.
The record for free throws in a game made. You would be interested in this, Bill. Just hang in with us. We're almost done. 28. That was by Wilt in that 100-point game. And Adrian Dantley, who you surely remember.
AD.
Yes. He had 28 makes in a game.
Played for Notre Dame.
Yes.
Even with last night's 83 points, Bam 20 points per game on the season. He's good. He's not a star by any means.
The only thing I can add to this conversation is I saw him. I saw him.
You saw him in Milwaukee.
Yeah. And I will say this about Bill would be semi-interested, maybe not. He is their spirit animal, which I had no idea. I thought Adebayo was reserved, but when you watched him warm up, somebody said to him, "Look, you gotta get this team ready every night." He was that guy. I will give him that. I was startled by that. I didn't know he was that guy. He's their guy. He has been
criticized for not being the guy this year.
Well, he's their guy. He tries to be.
This is one game. We'll see if he continues to put 83 points is 83 points. And you said in the chat last night, what the hell's wrong with the Wizards?
It's embarrassing.
This is impressive but how do you let a man go for 83 points on you?
I could see letting some guys go for 83, but Bam Adebayo? Like what? In the huddle, they had to be saying, "What are you doing?
Nobody can guard this guy.
You can't guard Adebayo?"
Let me ask you this: like at halftime when he had 50, do you not say something like, "All right, we got a guy's got 50 at half"?
I think he had 61 at half. No, he had.
He had 31 at the end of the first quarter, which is remarkable.
So enough said right there.
Yeah.
Okay, the first quarter. Hey guys, real quick, gather up here. See the guy out there, number 31. He's got 31 points. Right. So that would be the guy we need to focus on a little bit.
And it's Bam Adebayo. That's not. I mean, come on, it's not. Who would you?
It's not Dwayne Wade from the Heat days. It was LeBron. It's Bam.
What do they? What do they? What's the owner? What do you say to the owner like that? I don't know what to tell you. Get on a roll. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Whole game.
No, any NBA guy would be like, how did we let Bam Adebayo get 50, let alone 83? I mean, no, it's a horrible indictment on the Wizards. I mean, that's incredibly embarrassing. Bill, I hope you understand. Adebayo's not like a great scorer at all.
They say he scores 20 a game.
20, and that was after they added the 83.
I don't understand.
That is terrible.
He couldn't hang with.
He's not 7'3". I mean, he's 6'10" or 6'11", and he's pretty thin.
I've seen 6'10" guys in the NBA before.
Oh,
that's happened. This
they're
isn't
all
new.
6'10".
Exactly.
This isn't new.
There's nothing special about Bam. He can shoot the three once in a while, but he had 42 free throw attempts.
I think he's just got in his mind that, I mean, I better get mine now before Shirts gets here.
Listen, we didn't even set
Cunningham.
We didn't even set that up. That was all on you.
I did see that they listed the top 3 scorers in the NCAA. He's third. He's third overall. Yeah, he's third overall.
Those guys are thinking right now, Cade Cunningham and Cooper Flagg. We better get ours now. Here comes the Iowa boy.
He just can't help himself. He just can't help himself.
Oh man,
Cade Cunningham, it's about over for you now.
They're tank. A lot of teams are tanking right now.
They're gonna get Shirts.
He gives his name right.
Shirts.
Shirts. Sturts. He got his name wrong.
Oh, now you're gonna have Monty. Monty's gonna be upset again.
God.
Monty's gonna be calling
scene upset at you.
Upset again like that. The Nebraska greats, the whole foundation is gonna be losing their mind.
What's wrong with you?
He's just you're to upset both Nebraska and Iowa at the same time.
Okay,
I don't know why Nebraska fans are so in arms about it. You're actually
Nebraska
you're being
greats.
critical of a rival.
Yesterday. It swung back yesterday.
It did. It came back.
Swung back. Kerry Cohorn went on his show and supported my take. Thank God. Anyway,
thank you.
Bam
Adebayo, 83 points, and here comes Bennett Sturts to take his job soon enough.
Do you think Sturts will ever get 83?
Surely.
Probably in his first 10 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch him go for 83 in the first round of the tournament.
Yeah. Anyway, that was remarkable.
I got pulled over yesterday.
Yeah, we heard about this.
And it was actually, I got a warning. I think it was more of a refresher than it was embarrassing to me.
Okay, what was going on?
I just want to walk you through something.
Yeah, this is interesting.
It's about 11:30 in the morning yesterday. I'm driving back to the ticket. I was at a meeting in the morning after the show.
Okay.
I'm over here in 12th Street, which is right by the Lead Center.
Okay.
And it's a one-way going on to Q Street. Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought, you can go left on a one-way because you can, but not if there's obviously traffic coming at you. I went left because there's construction there.
Okay.
There's nobody that can come at you from the Lead Center right now because that's blocked off.
Okay.
I thought maybe because there's a situation I could go left on red because there's nobody coming from that way.
Okay.
Nobody can come from that way because I am not mad at all at the cop. He made the right call to pull me over. He gave me a warning saying,
"Hey, give his name."
I don't know his name. He's a breaker though, apparently.
Is he?
He said, "You going back to the station?" So actually, yes, I am, but now I'm not for a second.
Wait. So you went left on red.
I did. Which you can do on a one-way. You cannot do it when there's traffic coming at you, even though if it's a red light and they can't go either. But I knew that. I just didn't know I couldn't go left when I knew there's no chance of anybody coming there because the road's blocked off.
This was a safety move.
It was a safety move. I appreciate the warning. I would have really been upset about a ticket in that situation, but a warning, I don't
think you would have really, Jake. You did something wrong. I mean, it was wrong.
Would you give me
I didn't run the light.
Ticket.
It wasn't like it was.
Oh,
there'd be a lot of you'd have too much discretion.
It'd go both ways like that. What are you gonna do at that? Actually, I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this. Also, your exhaust system seems a little jacked up. I'd get an order something like that. Nah, you're good. Go ahead.
Depending on mood.
Yeah, there'd be a big mood swing.
He was in a good mood.
Anywho,
I got pulled over. First time in many years.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've not been pulled over in any capacity in many years.
Really?
Forgot what it felt like.
Really?
It was very awkward because I didn't know where to pull over at. I'm making a quick turn left onto 11th Street. Do I pull over? Like, there's no parking here. There's no parking there. I parked right in the center of the road.
Did he sound the siren like?
It was going. It was going. I'm like gesturing. Do I go here? Where do you want me to go? He just said, just stop. Stop where you're at. Okay.
Did he say that?
No, you could tell. I could see him saying, "Stop, stop."
Okay.
I could see him in my rear view.
Yeah, I know that can be
okay.
awkward.
I'm going to park right here at the stoplight.
Put your hands up.
It
can be awkward.
I got pulled over in San Diego recruiting, and I've never seen a more annoyed police officer in my life. I'm driving, whatever, trying to get to the airport is recruiting. Things just going like crazy, and I mean, he was within maybe 6 inches of me, going 80 miles an hour right behind me. He'd had his lights on. He finally sirened me right that day. Also, woo! And I look up. I'm like, oh, wow. I pull over. He goes, I was following you for 2 miles with my lights on right behind you.
Doing?
I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't even phone time either.
Right.
But I didn't even didn't have no idea.
It's locked in.
It was so bad. You know what he said? He goes, just knock it off and just let me go. I mean, he didn't even.
You know what you were doing?
What's that? He wasn't even like, just pay attention, would you? That wasn't like I was driving erratic or doing anything. I was speeding of some sort, but nothing crazy of any sort. He's just like, grow up. Just, look in your rearview mirror every now and then. I had no idea. My mind was in another place. We had things going on.
I got a story too, but I don't know if Bethany would let me tell. Maybe I will.
Too late.
Yeah,
come on
now.
She was being followed by a policeman with her lights on, and she said she drove for about 3 miles and got to her place. And the cop said, "What? I've been following you for 3 miles. And what were you doing?" Her explanation was golden. She said, I wanted my car close to my house in case you're going to take me to jail. So she got close.
Pretty good.
That's
That's
really
pretty
funny.
good, actually.
Yeah, she's super funny. But anyway,
That's funny.
what else is going on? So you
I
were
got pulled
fine.
over.
You didn't get cuffed.
No fine, no ticket. I just got
Nothing.
a warning. I
Jake,
said,
if you'd have gotten
thank you.
handcuffed right outside the ticket, that'd have been awesome.
I was right by Aragon because
Yeah.
the Pete's going to see me
Pete's
over
gonna
there.
see me.
There goes the trip.
There goes the trip. Exactly.
Yeah, don't put the trip in jeopardy.
No, I didn't mean to. It was an honest mistake, and I thank the cop for letting me go without. He didn't give me his name, but did say he listens to the show. So shout out to that gentleman, and thank you for the warning.
Idle
Not the
chit chat.
ticket.
Idle chit chat. Oklahoma City. Sam McEwen raised the possibility yesterday that how about Kentucky and Nebraska in Oklahoma City? Wouldn't that be amazing?
Second round,
Yeah, Kentucky.
3 versus 6.
Yeah, as a 6 seed. You're seeing them as a 6 or 7. Also, Louisville. That's who he expects to be there. But there's a possibility of Kentucky.
Kentucky would be great for the fan base that would show up.
Think about how interesting that would
be
be.
very interesting.
You would be interested.
Yeah, we could get in their grill.
We would be very
Imagine
interested.
if you beat Kentucky to advance to the Sweet 16.
Jake's got us beating Kentucky, moving on. I like it.
I mean,
You heard
great.
Dick Vitale take a huge shot at Kentucky, saying that's what 22 mil gets you. Is this team? He just took
22
a
mil.
massive shot at Kentucky.
Well, think about that conversation: 22 mil versus probably 3.5. If Nebraska would beat them, hey, but the ticket thing would be insane. Trying to get tickets.
Kentucky, Nebraska.
It's Kentucky. What do you think they're going to bring?
Carson Schott is putting in for vacation time. He may be driving with us. It'd be
4-man crew.
So it'd be Jake and Carson up front, you and me in the back seat, just making comments the whole trip
yeah.
down. There'd be
6.5 hours
It'd
of
be,
comments
it'd be
for
just,
sure.
It'd be a lot of comments.
4-man crew.
And so Carson is putting in for free time.
I don't know if Carson's prepared for that. 6.5
No, come
hour
on.
of comments.
We're adults. 3. Okay, so when would we leave?
Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay,
What time? Like right after the show?
Oh, doing the show for sure. Then probably depart after.
Yeah, right after. We want to get down there.
You want to experience it. See the
you wanna-
people. Experience
You'd want to get down there.
the whole thing is just. And I know Bill was trying to get. Last night you texted about the hotel situation. This is why it's ridiculous because, like this, the turnaround time for the entire country is bizarre.
Mhm.
You have selection. This is not new, but Nebraska fans, it's new.
It's new for us, yeah.
You get informed by about 5:30 p.m. Sunday,
and
the whole country is trying to prepare flights and hotels and tickets. That's
insane.
That's the March Madness. It's not the tournament. Those 3 days, getting everything lined up. That's the true March Madness of the whole tournament.
I agree with you. That's interesting. Think about
Think of the planes that have to be on reserve.
Oh my God!
For the NCAA, because all of a sudden it's like, hey, Utah State, you guys are going to Tampa. How are we getting down there? And they're not calling. Hey, call Southwest. We're trying. No, there's a mass organization of this.
That's right. That's a good point. It's a good point. It's kind of
this is the time when probably websites need to have their. You can't crash because everyone's going to be on the website.
Yeah.
All of them booking tickets, booking
cannot
hotels,
Just
booking
call.
airfare.
Call Nicole Swigert directly at Nebraska Alumni. Just call her directly. I'll give you her home phone number later. Just call directly
because she can do what?
She can do anything. She can get tickets, whatever you need, hotel stay. There'll be a pep rally, I'm sure. They'll want to be at the pep. Will we go to a pep rally on Wednesday?
I would think so.
That'd be nice to be at a pep rally. What if Sipple spoke? That'd be great.
So here's my
from the crowd, Steve Sipple out of Columbus.
I don't think that's in the cards.
My recollection from Memphis was that they had a pep rally right before they went to the game.
I think so.
It was at the team hotel. They were there for like, I don't know, a half hour, some getting honors. They came down the escalator. There's like hundreds of Husker fans there. Then they made their way.
Jake?
I did go to that. Well,
of course, what a question I just asked.
I was covered. I was doing media responsibility. So
Were you?
Yeah, I filmed it. I talked to a lot of breakers out there and fans, and I still was having a good time at that time.
Memphis was pretty wild, but I think this would be much more wild than Oklahoma City. Right?
Yes. And I don't want to drive that far again. That was a bad drive.
What a great town though to go to, Memphis.
Well, my flight got canceled. Like me and Strickland, Eric Strickland had flights to Memphis for that were canceled. Like the game was Friday. We were doing it Wings to Rings. We had our flight was at 4:00. We get informed by noon. Flight's canceled.
Right. I remember that.
Okay, now what? The game's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
There's not just a flight available to get down to Memphis.
Right.
It is drivable.
It's
like
drivable.
11, 12 hours, and we drove it.
I think it's
11.
man.
Got a rental car.
It might be 10.
I thought it was 10. I thought it was 11.
Okay.
Might be it was
Whatever,
10. But still, long time when you didn't plan to drive, to go get a rental car and then drive that long past midnight, which was not fun, but we did it.
Yeah.
Got there 2 a.m, I believe.
I'm gonna bring a pillow.
Your own pillow.
My own pillow. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my own pillow.
Is that really necessary?
Might be. I'm gonna take a little nap.
In between the comments. 26 and a half hours of comments.
Wednesday, God, we gotta get mentally ready for this.
I know. That's why there's a lot. There's a lot of things to come together. I promise you, I'm on top of them as much as I can be.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of pressure on you. I've never
Thank
done
you.
that stuff. It is. I've never done that stuff. I've always worked for people that did it, and I kind of feel guilty. I've never had to kick into gear like that.
And then
Sean is incredible at it.
so we'll be doing the show remote somewhere Thursday morning from OKC.
Another thing to figure out.
Right.
That's why it's chaos. If we get pull the fast one and it's not OKC, then that's the whole point of Selection Sunday is unpredictable.
Right.
You might have some idea, but you don't know officially until it's done.
No.
Does winning help us? So does winning 2 games?
That's the question.
That's my question.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, okay, because right now you're looking, like I said, the first game, great chance it's Nebraska Purdue.
Yes,
that's
great. Absolutely,
that's an incredible hard matchup right out of the gate. And then if you win again, then it's like, oh wow, that's
Michigan State.
Now it's Michigan State, and then it's Michigan.
Right.
So that's a lot in a row. So my point is, okay, if you win 1, win 2, does 2 kind of lock you into OKC?
I would think so. But you don't know for sure.
That's what we
right now.
Okay,
the chances for Oklahoma State
fans
are very
want
low.
answers, and there's no answers to give them. It's all projections.
If we have to go distance, I want Buffalo.
Okay.
I want to go to Buffalo.
You would rather go to Buffalo than Portland?
Yes, I want to go to Buffalo.
I like Buffalo. I've been there.
I want to go to Niagara Falls. I want to get wings.
Okay.
At the Anchor Bar.
At the Anchor Bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to go to Buffalo.
Where I once got barbecue wings at, and have been mocked for eternity about that.
I don't know.
I went to the home of the Buffalo wing, and I got barbecue wings.
That's Jake. Yeah, you brought that one on yourself.
I have brought it up. I'll take all the criticism. I'll keep taking the criticism. I will not do it next time.
Yeah, because what you should order when you order there, you should just say the number of wings. You shouldn't even say, "Well, do you have any hot chili?"
It's just one type.
Do you have
Buffalo.
Do you have any teriyaki? No, it's just number of wings.
Barbecue.
You gotta get a weird. Really? It's like, oh, you want to order those? Huh? You're one of those guys.
Oh, if I had to go next door and get them, I don't even have them in that place.
They were good still. It was good. Anything else? Idle Chit Chat. Okay. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at 738 Ag.
Joey!
Do you need seed, chemicals, fertilizer, or someone to run the sprayer for you? 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application
Nitrogen.
Included a little more today at 738 Ag LLC.com.
Joey.
We had honors yesterday for Nebraska basketball.
Yes.
Fred Hoiberg. Now, I would say this: the coach is more kind to Nebraska than the media. No surprise there. Media doesn't like Nebraska for basketball.
Don't say that.
Like when we suck. Stay where you're. Stay in your lane, Nebraska. You're supposed to be bottom 4 in the conference.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I just did. Anyway, coach, from the coaches side,
You did.
Bryce Sanford, first team All Big Ten. Fred Hoiberg, Big Ten Coach of the Year from the coaches. The media had Dusty May as Coach of the Year, and they did not. They had Bryce Sanford as a second team All Big Ten player. Braden Frager, 6th Man of the Year and All Freshman team. Also, Sam Hoiberg makes the coaches All Big Ten defense team, and Rink Mast, honorable mention, All Big Ten. Pretty good haul for Nebraska yesterday in the awards.
Yeah, I think, Dusty May is a little hard to push back on. I think they went 19-1 in the league.
Yeah,
That's
It's either Fred or him.
yeah, it's one of the two. And when you take resources involved, everything involved, Fred, I think, is clearly the person. That's why I was voted on by the coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so
Coaches picked Fred.
I thought it was nice that Sam yesterday said one of the most rewarding things for him was helping his dad reclaim his place among the nation's top coaches. That was that's a nice comment
absolutely
by Sam. It is. And he did. He helped his dad because Fred went through a rough patch.
Well, you know how, like you said, you think it's rough on the coach. It's not as rough on Fred as it is on family and wife.
Yeah,
that's way worse.
Mm-hmm.
because all of a sudden it's not like his wife's going or kids are doing that. Oh yeah, no, it's rough.
Yeah,
it's really rough. You don't
I know it is.
And so you, as a coach, you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into, and also you feel like you have control to pull yourself out of it. When you're just on the family side of it, it's really, really rough.
Price Sanford, I agree with you, Bill. That's why Bill Callahan's wife said she would like to run me over. I'm sure. I told you that story.
That was Callahan's wife.
You refresh that real
That was
quick.
Bill Callahan's wife. Well, I had called for his job, and she was at the Embassy Suites. She was turning onto the street over by the Journal-Star. So that'd be that runs by the. Come on, help me. That runs north.
10th Street.
Yeah, 10th Street. I was walking towards Embassy Suites. She was turning onto 10th Street, and she rolled down her window and said, "I considered running you over." She wasn't joking. She wasn't.
That does not sound like Val at all.
I thought it did.
Yeah.
I had a couple encounters with her where she was not friendly to me.
Gotcha.
There was
But
no
often-
chuckle at the end of that.
No, often in my business, you run into that. I mean, the wives, yeah. So anyway, yeah, she rolled down her window and said, "I considered running you over."
But she didn't run you over.
But you did. Here
No,
you
I'm
are.
here.
You're still here.
Yeah.
The other thing that was interesting yesterday, kind of a Price Sanford. So he never would have imagined he'd be a first-team All-Big Ten player. He questioned if he could play in the Big Ten or if he was even meant to be a basketball player. Now, that could be the former coach's impact on him. That
Fran McCaffrey.
Yeah, it might be the McCaffrey effect.
I don't know if I can even play.
Right.
I don't know if I can.
I don't even know if I can play basketball. That's what he said.
I'm going to transfer to Doane.
I'm struck by
Which
that.
is odd because Peyton, his brother, was very good for Iowa,
Right.
and that was getting Price was significant for Iowa too. The family, no, apparently not.
That got me. Even I question if I was even meant to be a basketball player.
It got pretty dark there.
Yeah. What else? There's a lot of interesting stuff. They had all those guys available yesterday.
Yeah, we heard some a little. I got some audio here. Sam Hoiberg was at the podium, becoming a vocal leader. Again, a big year for Sam, going from walk-on to starting point guard, all Big Ten defensive team. Sam Hoiberg yesterday on being a vocal leader.
I think there's a little bit of both. Last year I don't think I was necessarily a big vocal leader, but I almost allowed Bryce and Juwan to take that role since they were the seniors. And this year, not necessarily thrusted into it, but I felt like it was on me to, not let kind of the slip-ups happen that happened last year. I learned a lot from last season, so I felt like I could bring my expertise just from being in lots of different situations for different teams. And, yeah, I felt like it was really important for me to step up and lead this season.
He wanted to be the defensive player of the year in the league.
That went to Adebayo
who's 7 foot
from
4.
Michigan.
7 foot 4. And as he said, it's hard to beat out a 7'4" guy for defensive player of the year, right?
Yeah.
And it
Rim
is.
protector.
Yes. And Adebayo is excellent. You've seen him surely.
Absolutely.
God, they're good. Michigan's good.
They are really good.
I mean, come on now. They can win that.
How about when you're watching a game like I was watching last night, Wright State against Detroit Mercy? And
You were watching that game?
I'm watching into that game
Well,
too. It was
Bill.
Yeah, because what the hell?
It,
Why
it
not?
turned into an incredible game down to Mercy's drive. I mean, this freshman player for Wright State, I'm like, well, as I'm watching, I go, this is incredible. I'm pretty sure he's a true freshman. I go, no chance. I don't think that this guy will be at Wright State.
Yeah.
I mean, he made a couple blocks, and I go,
A big?
oh yeah, he's a big too, and could run the court. It was like, wow,
a big.
yeah. And my first thought was, I go, how is this guy at Wright
He
State
won't be there.
next year?
He won't.
And my next thought was, is Fred aware? I felt like I should have texted Fred
Text
last
him.
night. Like that.
I got a
Hey,
guy for you, Fred.
Got to Fred real quick. Have your guys check in on the Wright State guy.
I don't even think that would be a
Just
bad.
him.
I honestly don't think it'd be a bad move to do that. But they probably
Just
don't.
to say the right. Don't give a name. Just the right state
State guy.
guy. Just you'll
You'll
know.
know.
when
You
you
know.
watch him. Just trust.
He made
that.
a couple. He made like 3 blocks in the last 3 minutes, and it was. I'm like, this guy's a freshman. It was like right away. I go. This guy, he'll be. It wouldn't be shocked me if all of a sudden this guy next year he's at Arkansas. I wouldn't be like going that. I don't see it. No, I kind of did.
Mhm. You know what you're talking about. Sports.
I don't know. I'm a little shocked. I thought that Blue would bring more to us. I only watched one game, so I had a
I did
deep,
too.
but I thought I'd bring a little bit more to us.
Kindle Blue. What else you got sound-wise?
I'm
You got
trying
any
to
Bryce
fix this.
Sanford?
I don't actually. I have one from Fred. He was
He did talk about that subject we addressed yesterday.
what's about what?
About going there and having to maybe play 3 games and the impact that might have.
Well, I have him more on staying at Nebraska. How about that, real
that was
quick?
fine.
Fred Hoiberg yesterday.
It's just really exciting for me knowing that this is, most likely where I'm going to end my career. And it's, to me, it's a credit to all the people that you surround yourself with. I'm really thankful, starting with my staff and, everybody that's helped us get to this point. And then the players, going all the way back, to, when we got things flipped here and, really all the way back to that first year. Some of the guys I really enjoyed coaching. But these last, 4 teams specifically have just, have been some of the most fun that I've been around.
He said regarding what we discussed yesterday, he said he wasn't worried about the potential physical toll of maybe playing 3 games because I had forgotten, Fred. Bill, you may remember this. Jake, you may remember. He said he'll never forget the feeling of cutting down the nets after Iowa State's 2 Big 12 tournament crowns.
Yeah, they did very well with him in Iowa State.
They won 2 Big 12 tournaments. That means Kansas didn't. They beat Kansas. That's hello. He said those provided the Cyclones significant momentum entering March Madness. His quote was, "We're not going there to lose." I mean, come on. There's that conversation, though. You hear it a lot. I don't know if I want him to play 3.
Again, we brought it up on the airwaves. People didn't like it, and some people still said, yeah, that's what we want, is to win a game, get a postseason win, and then get out of there after a loss Saturday. I guess I understand it. I just still don't. You don't go somewhere to just not win.
It's odd.
I don't understand.
Robin said it.
I know. He kind of.
He brought that
He
up.
did.
He brought it up.
Yeah, he didn't push back hard on it. It's just I don't know what. Just goes against your everything to me. That's why the NBA. I have a lot of problems with that whole tanking thing that they do, and then it's sort of just a shoulder shrug. Yeah, they're trying to get better for the future.
Well, the benefit for, I guess, the team is I don't think they feel the same way. They're going there to win. Like, the fans can think what they want. It doesn't matter. The team wants to go win that tournament. I would be stunned if they're saying, hey, win a game and get out of here.
No, I don't think
That's
so.
not how competitors operate.
Well, most of them don't. Anyway, I don't know. Times have changed. But yeah,
we do have low
think
management
about,
now.
I do. You're right. I do think about hanging that banner at PBA. You hang a Big Ten championship banner.
Yes.
Holy God.
No. It's incredible.
Yeah, the whole, like, it enhances the value of the building. I mean, it's amazing. It enhances everything.
So
around
then,
here.
a hypothetical for you: if Nebraska has won in the Big Ten, I mean, in the NCAA tournament, several games, and one time 15, 20 years ago, they won 2 and went to the Sweet 16. And then you reverse it now and you say, okay, what would you rather have? A Big Ten championship or 1 tournament win?
A banner, a championship banner.
A championship banner.
A championship banner.
That's how I would. But because of that, Nebraska's never won one.
Yeah.
It appears as if the fans would be like going, we're fine without the Big Ten championship banner. We need to win this one NCAA game.
You can do both.
I know, no, but that's not the question.
I know.
Yes, I'm all for doing both. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you beat Troy in the first round.
I'm telling you, the fan. I tell you, I'm done with the fans. You don't. It can be both. You can have both things. Here.
I'm with you, but now you got to pick one.
I know.
Yeah.
Hypothetical.
You beat Troy in the first round. That's the banner.
No,
because
you can't put. Even though it's the first win, you cannot put a banner up for 1 win.
No,
you cannot. Hang
everybody has them, but I'd like to see a meaningful banner.
Corey says all the best teams play deep into their conference tournaments. The teams in the Elite Eight and Final Four will have played deep in their conference tournament. That's how it happens every year.
Mm-hmm.
He's 100% right. You're not going to see. I don't see UConn right now out in the first round of the Big East.
And
tournament.
just shrugging their shoulders, saying, "Well, we got to rest our legs."
Thanks.
So
yeah, I don't think
Hurley's cut out.
No, just go down and watch Florida play. Just see what you think.
Play.
Watch the SEC
and
see if someone's going to them. Hey, Todd. Now just gold, just easy, right? Easy. Like, no. Imagine that conversation with Garth.
Exactly.
Garth, well, what are we doing? Well, yeah, it's just the SEC tournament. So just watch what that looks like on Saturday and Sunday. Just watch what that game looks like.
No, I got you. I've seen it. I used to go to those tournaments, like the Big 12 tournament. I would be startled by how hard they're playing. We'd sit courtside. And
You were courtside?
Yeah, and I would tell guys, I wouldn't come out of that scrum in the lane. I wouldn't come out of there alive.
No.
I mean, it is real. It will be real.
When they say now, I used to laugh at because it was a little different. There's a lot more fouls were called way more touchy 25 years ago. And it was like, it's physical. I'm like, no, physical? Is that now you watch it's like, oh wow.
It's physical.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
It's physical.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
I think about last year. How about when Nebraska baseball in Omaha is they win the Big Ten title? That crowd was packed because it meant something. It means something to win a conference tournament title.
Save your arms. Save the arms.
Yep. Let's just play for the day.
We're not playing everybody today. Some guys are going to rest. No. Go win that tournament. God, if they play Michigan.
But that's a great point by the breaker there, because you just look at all these other ones.
Corey.
You're not going to see the championship game of like the Big 12 and it's number 11 versus 9. You're not. No,
Probably
you're not. You're not going to see that.
No, you're not.
You know what you're going to see in it? Arizona. That's what you're going to see in it.
Playing hard.
Yeah.
Wow. Sports.
So congrats to the people represented by the Sanford All Big Ten by the coaches.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Hoiberg, Coach of the Year by the coaches, not the media. Braden Frager, 6th Man of the Year and All Freshman Team. And Sam was also All Big Ten defense team and Rink Mass, honorable mention, All Big Ten.
Who was the first team All Big Ten players by the coaches?
I gotta get that pulled up.
So if you had your choice now, if you're Fred and someone says, okay, you're Coach of the Year, but you only get one, which one do you choose? Oh, yeah, he wants the coaches all the way.
Yeah, you respect of your peers.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, okay, thank you. So you tell me Izzo voted for me or whoever?
Yeah.
I'll bet you. I would bet. Obviously, you can't vote for yourself. I would bet that coaches one was heavily leaned to Fred. I would, because most coaches look at it. Because every time I look at any team that I'm admiring, I'm like, who's doing more with less?
Well, Robin brought that up yesterday. And that was a great point. Who do you think has a higher priced roster?
Yeah,
the guy at Michigan or Fred? Come on. I mean, Fred's doing more with less. For sure.
I'm sure Sip will enjoy this. I'm looking at the difference between the coaches and the media for first team.
I had no idea.
Well,
yeah.
First,
Sip has he restudied this whole thing last night for 2 hours.
First team.
Oh, is there something interesting there?
Here's your first team for the media. Okay. For the Big Ten, Keaton Wagler, Illinois.
Okay.
Bennett Sturtz, Iowa.
Sturtz, not Sturtz.
Yaxel Lendeberg, of course, of Michigan, Player of the Year. Yaxel Lendeberg. Jeremy Fears, Michigan State, and Braden Smith at Purdue. The coaches, a little different.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Keaton Wagler, Lendeborg still, Braden Smith still, Jeremy Fears, and Bryce Sanford, not Bennett Sturtz.
So you teed one up, didn't you? Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
He's not even.
You didn't peacock around about this one. Yeah.
No.
Sanford over Sturtz for first team by the coaches.
Oh, yeah. But he's a lottery pick.
Yeah.
Kate Cunningham right now is like, oh my God, we got to get ours now, baby, because here comes Iowa boy.
Oh,
quadrupling. I saw this made its way to the message board, Bill, and I saw Sip was responding still on Husker Online yesterday to a thread about this. He was responding.
I was receiving support.
You were, and criticism, and you defended yourself the whole time.
I'll be honest with you, he should get nothing but support. He criticized a game, not a player.
No, I know.
There's such a difference in that.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, and I don't know why we even talk about him, because all year he's not been done anything. It's like, no, he just said he played 45 minutes and shot 10 times.
Right.
He was lackluster.
Didn't show up. Threw it behind the back pass to nobody. Airballed to 3 to key time. Did nothing in between. I mean,
So Jake, he played 45 minutes. Name a play that he made.
I don't recall.
Do you recall? That's how you don't. So my point is, if you're a first team if that game would have been playing and Fears would have played for 45 minutes, you'd have remembered 10 plays. You would have went, Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Did you see that? Wow.
And we know that he's good.
Yeah.
We know Sturge is a very good
We
player.
know
but
it.
just
He is.
in a vacuum of a
Steve
game, it
nailed
wasn't
it and
great.
took shots, and it's not fair.
That's weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
He's very good.
but
He's
you-
a very good
But
player.
you made national media, and that's what excites me.
Still going.
Local radio host from Lincoln, Nebraska takes shots at
I want to
Iowa.
read that. I got to read it again.
So that was
No,
right
don't.
there. It was.
Don't
it-
read it.
It
Oh,
was.
I just want to read
What were
this.
the
I
three
don't like
main
it.
stories? What were the three main stories?
So this is yesterday during the show. I go to Twitter, and there's a for you in the today's news.
yes.
There's one that says Japan faces Czechia in Tokyo Dome Pool C finale.
There's a big one.
2 Pennsylvania men charged with terrorism. That was big.
Okay.
And then the top one was Nebraska radio host calls out Iowa's Bennett Sturge after Huskers
Yeah,
overtime
it was
win.
way overblown.
That's one of the best. Hey, tell me this,
Way overblown.
Jake. Print that. I'm gonna
Frame it.
frame that. That's gonna get framed. That's going up in the office. It's a framed one.
Way
The
way overblown.
local radio host goes at Iowa.
Way overblown.
Oh, where do you head to Iowa for the football game next year? They're gonna.
Oh God.
There he is.
There he is.
They're gonna
That's the
assault
Sturge
my.
hater.
They're gonna assault me.
Oh.
My person will be assaulted.
What if you had to have like security? That would be incredible.
What if you're watching the Carver Hawkeye Arena for the basketball game, not just
Yeah.
football? You walk in the
Yeah.
Carver Hawkeye. Give it a shot.
Anywho,
Before we get to break, if you are hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincoln, where should the Breakers go this morning?
Fred Bird, not Free Bird. Fred Bird.
Early Birds open right now at 19th and K with free and spacious parking, even if it's snowing. They're open. They invite you in right now.
Right now, it'd
In the
be
snow.
so nice to get a warm cup of cocoa.
They've got cocoa.
Yes.
They've got coffee. They've got
got
French
cocoa.
toast.
They
They've
have
got
cocoa.
waffles. They've got pancakes. They got the world famous hash holes.
Hash hole.
hash hole.
Stop by today, right now, until 2 p.m. at Early Bird, 19th and K.
Which one would you say if you wanted hot chocolate? Would you say hot chocolate or would you say cocoa?
Hot chocolate. That's what
I'd
said.
probably say hot chocolate, but
Cocoa's
cocoa's
more
better.
fun.
It's so
more
yeah.
fun.
Doesn't it sound more like Cowspell? Well, can we get some?
That
do you-
definitely counts.
Do you
Yeah.
have, do you have, do you have
It
co-
does.
Do you have cocoa
Glass
with the
of hot
marshmallows?
cocoa, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
some cocoa, please.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder where if that's something that's like like hey, once you get to this part of the country,
Maybe.
it's cocoa.
It's chocolate here. Hot chocolate.
It's more hot
My
chocolate.
mom
here.
made me hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I never said, "Hey, Marty, mom's making hot cocoa."
No,
You'd be confused.
it'd be hot chocolate. I agree.
When we come back, we got some football news next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for Truck Month. Check out 0% financing with approved credit on all F-150s excluding Raptor. Or save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select 2025 SDX and XLT models in stock. Check out many service specials as well. $20 rebate on the Works package or up to $50 off new brakes and rotors. Maverick, Ranger, Super Duty, F-150 or Bronco. It's Truck Month at Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
It's another big week of hockey at the Icebox. Join the Lincoln Stars as they continue their push for home ice in the Clark Cup playoffs as they host the Des Moines Buccaneers on Thursday night. It's another one of our college nights, so grab your friends and enjoy great drink specials while cheering on the Stars. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock. Then on Saturday at 6 o'clock, it's our pre-St. Patrick's Day celebration. Wear your green and enjoy more drink specials as the Stars take on the Sioux Falls Stampede. Get your tickets now at LincolnStars.com and don't miss a second of the action.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of rain and snow this morning. Otherwise, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be windy, the high near 48. Tonight, clear skies and light winds, the low around 29. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies, be windy and warmer, a high near 68. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arbораxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
If you're tired of the dieting circuit paradox but still want to look, feel, and perform better, you need to get to Nutrition Authority and ask about our nutrition coaching featuring LifeBase. LifeBase takes a complex world of nutrition and makes it simple with real results that last. Stop in to learn more or check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OakStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
Oak Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're in town for state basketball today through Saturday, need a quick snack, pick-me-up, or meal, stop by Super Saver, the smokehouse. Been around since the 1980s. They have won awards across the country, across the
Beef
world
sticks.
for the best beef. They have everything for your meal for Easter coming up, Easter ham, Easter turkey possibly.
Where's
And they've
this
got
place?
beef. This is Super Saver.
Uh-huh.
You know that, right?
They have
Russ's
their own
Market.
smokehouse.
The
in there.
smokehouse.
That's why it smells so good when you walk in there.
They've got old recipes that are world class. They haven't changed them because they don't need to change them. Very successful.
Wow.
So if you need a snack, Super Saver, the smokehouse. Get yourself a meal or
And
the beef sticks, beef jerky.
And
It's the place to be.
And the Smoke Master's been with them forever.
Yes, it's Bob.
Now, which Super Saver is this?
All of them.
All of them.
They all
All
have
of
the
them?
smokehouse.
Yes.
And,
All of them
and
have
Russ's
it?
Market. Yes, it's
Yes.
it's part of the store.
Okay. It's good advertising because I was not aware.
Now you do.
So they
now you're
advertise.
aware. Now you're aware.
I bet you there's one dude who knows. Greg.
Greg would know.
Well, Greg gets our donuts from there all the time.
He knows Super Saver like the back of his
You
hand.
should ask me.
Yeah.
He gets the smokehouse.
Greg,
Items
chime
from
in.
the smokehouse.
But, now you guys are talking? Oh, that's great.
Things better now.
You've made things
Well, we
really...
hauled a TV yesterday, so I got back in his good graces.
He had a haul of TV.
Yeah, to a fix-it shop.
I didn't know people even fix TVs anymore.
They do.
They do.
You would have loved this place. There's two guys our age in there, about our age, seriously, that were fixing TVs. We'll talk about it on Idle Chit Chat later.
There's this Havelock tomorrow. Havelock based store.
Close. It's more Bethany.
Okay.
It's more Bethany, I would say. Yeah, by Mary Maids.
I think I know it. Is this like on Cotner?
I didn't even know they even fix TVs anymore. I really
They
didn't.
do. These guys fix TVs. Greg was struck because my TV's kind of on the fritz too. It will go dark after about an hour. Not totally dark, but it starts to set in. And I was telling the guy that, and he goes, "What kind of TV is it?" And I said, "Like, I don't know." And the guy's like, "You don't know it, your TV?" I was like, "No, you know what? Now that you mention, I don't.
I don't.
I think it's a Vizio, but I'm not positive."
Yeah, I would know on some stuff.
Would you know? Yeah,
not everything.
Maybe not.
I think you told me, Sip, before the show. Did you watch practice yesterday? Nebraska football?
I did.
Whoa, time out.
This was news to me. I did
when
not
did this?
know,
There
I didn't
was
know
no
about this
text
till this morning.
Yeah. What happened here?
Well, I mean, it didn't crop up till Monday, and it was at 5. So it was 5 p.m.
Last night.
Yeah, 5 p.m. last night.
How long do you have to watch?
Yeah. Give us some details. Give us
All
some
right.
right on
Hold
football.
on. Let's do this.
Okay. How long do you have?
25 minutes.
25 minutes. You got some individual. Where'd you go? Please. Did you just go to the quarterbacks?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. I went to the linebackers and D linemen and edges.
Okay.
Now Robin did. I think the most interesting stuff was the quarterbacks. Robin wrote about. So we all break up and watch individual things, so we're not all watching the same thing. Robin Washett's stuff on Calandria was. I thought it was interesting. He said what immediately jumped out was how accurate he was on, they're thrown on air. He said he put the ball in the receiver's numbers far more often than not. And he did say the line, "The same could not be said for NU's other quarterbacks." Yeah.
Dang.
So you're hearing all this stuff about Calandria, undeniable presence, all of that. There's and I guess he did say something else kind of important. It was important. He took all the first reps, followed by Latif, Kalen, and then Bodie Sokup. They just have them 4 guys.
4 guys.
Yeah. Sometimes there's more than that. I mean, what I saw, what made the biggest impression on me out of everything is how dramatically the linebacker room changed with those 2 additions. And that is Owen Chambliss and Dexter Foster. They are a wow when you look out there. They stand out so much, which I think I'm a little uncomfortable with that. Like, I've always been more of I like bigger, Jake knows I've been saying this shipper stuff.
Whoa!
Get it, Jake. Get it.
I don't know if we got that or not.
I think I got it. That thing's not even working properly.
That's okay.
You
That's
don't even
okay.
have our cough button anymore.
I tried to push start.
I said it on Des Moines radio once, and the guy was like, "Don't worry about it."
Geez.
I've been saying this stuff for 10 years. Bigger players got to get bigger. Got to get bigger. Well, now they got 2 6'3" guys out there, and they look incredible. They've changed the entire look of that position. So I'm talking about Owen Chambliss and Dexter Foster. I thought Foster was a little more blocky. He's very lean. They're both big, lean strikers. Vincent Shavers it's going to be all he can do to reclaim that position. All he can do. We'll see on that. Now they got 3 good ones, so that's good.
You were impressed then.
Oh God, yes. Now D-line, I just don't. Yeah, they're gonna have to make it work somehow. It's gonna be interesting. They're not those 2 guys they brought in, so it's Jashir Whittington and Owen Stoudemire. Whittington is really athletic, like he almost looks like a fullback or like a running back, but he's a defensive tackle. I mean, we're talking about 260 probably, not 270. Now they're gonna have to probably put some weight on him, but I will say he's really athletic. He's an athletic interior guy. Stoudemire's just, he just looks like an anchor, and that's what it's going to be. That's going to be the ongoing conversation is, can they make it work in that interior? The edge, Anthony Jones looks pretty good. I like their edges, actually. Anthony Jones and Petchak and Williams Winery. I think you can make that work. Anthony Jones looks pretty impressive. Doesn't freak you out, but he's a grown man, So there's a lot to take in.
You had eyes on practice.
Yeah, Orich coaches the linebackers now, and he coaches the linebackers. Dvorak is more, he's kind of more. He's the second guy. It's pretty obvious. Orich is the voice. You know, Bill, how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy. Like edges, Roy Manning is the guy. It's not Phil Simpson. It's Roy Manning. They brought those guys are the coaches. Those other guys.
I saw the coaching staff, that was a question I was going to ask you, because they had D-line interior, then they had edges, then they had outside linebackers, and I'm like, I didn't know.
Well, Simpson just kind of helps.
I don't know what that position is.
Simpson helps Manning.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the breakers are probably who coaches. Yeah. Someone said, well, they're outside backers. Well, the outside backers are basically the edges. It's kind of how you look at it.
Yeah, and Roy, that's why I brought it. Roy Manning is that. He coaches those guys. Simpson helps. Then there's that Dave Tollefson who played for the Giants. He's kind of he helps too. So there's no shortage of coaches. What else do you think? Makai Nelson was taking the reps with Makai was the one yesterday. That can change, obviously, but my man Makai was the guy. Sorry about the vulgarity, guys.
Yeah, that caught me off guard.
Real. I don't know.
I tried to put the dump
I don't
button.
know if I want to keep doing the show. Be honest with you, it's very awkward to me now. Now I got a bunch of parents with kids.
Got
parents with kids.
Why did I do that?
What do I say to Brian Morrow's family? I mean, what do we?
I don't know.
What have you done?
I don't know.
What do we say to Marty?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to think all that through.
All because of one quick moment.
I got to think all that through.
Yeah.
Song of the day in the mailbag is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings this spring, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. March's cream cheese flavor is Green Goddess. Pair it with a leprechaun latte. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
At Planet Fitness, we're getting strong for the season's biggest games. Join now and your first month is free. Whether you're chasing a buzzer beater or your everyday goals, we've got next level amenities like red light recovery and hydro massage to help you rebound and recover. Plus, with the PF Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and access over 2,800 locations. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, March 13th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah! Good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Take your operation to the next level. Right now at Landmark Implement, take advantage of special financing on model year 2019 through 2025 John Deere tractors, sprayers, and combines. Take advantage of a 12-month fixed interest waiver, followed by John Deere Financial standard rates, or choose from multiple split rate offers with approved credit. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arbораxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a
No,
big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
From 1982, your song of the day, Caught Up in You by 38 Special, who announced that they'll be in concert with Kansas at Pinewood Bowl on June 20th. 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Go ahead, Bill.
I feel bad about that concert coming up because I won't go for one reason.
Why?
Because Kansas will play "Dust in the Wind." It's my most hated song.
Oh,
We know that. I got about 1.1 from you on that.
Yeah,
before.
that's my. There's one song I can't take. It's "Dust in the Wind," and I don't know why.
Let's go get a beer at that time.
Yeah,
you know?
something. So I just
Wait a
bathroom
second.
break.
I didn't know you didn't dislike that song.
Yeah, I don't know why, and I'm not sure why, and I'm okay that you like it. I'm not like,
God.
what are you talking about? I won't get an argument with
You
you.
guys both gave that a terrible score.
God,
I played
Dust
it
in the
a
Wind.
year ago. Yeah, you gave it a low. You weren't low as Bill, but you were low on it.
Yeah, it wasn't good. 38 special, solid. So it was. I've always thought that was a little bit pop bubblegum type of the song. It was a little better in the headphones, Steve. I would say that. So enjoyed that part of it. 6'9".
Okay.
Listenable. Not turning it up. Not throwing a fit.
It's one of okay. So it's either that song is their best one or "Hold On Loosely." Which one?
I'm gonna go "Hold On Loosely."
Okay.
Yes.
"Fantasy Girl."
Eh.
"Back Where You Belong."
I like that song. I don't know "Fantasy Girl."
You would if you heard it. You would.
I like "Back Where You Belong."
"Rockin' Into the Night."
That one's okay.
Okay.
I'd probably "Rock It Into the Night." Probably be my favorite.
Okay, that one's my favorite, and it is bubble gum, but it's really good bubble gum.
It is.
Tasty bubble.
Agreed. It is.
It tastes really good.
Bubblicious.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love that song. Like I would never turn it off.
Ever.
It always sounds good to me. And Bill, how many times do you think we've heard it?
4,000.
4,000.
4,000 times.
I mean,
it was on sometimes on a loop. Yeah, just it was just a loop.
Played it again. I'll be
Played it
damned.
again. I'll be damned. It's like, oh yeah. For some reason too, you thought you were super cool if you had a 38 special cassette. For some reason, that song was played. It was played on the radio. Jake, it was everywhere.
Marty represented that group too.
Yes, that's true.
In the court
I
of
forgot
law.
about that.
38 special. He represented him in the state of Florida. He was very proud.
Marty.
He sent pictures.
The 38 special.
Does he keep in touch still?
I don't know about that, Marty. You could chime in.
We could ask him.
Yes.
Anyway, no higher score. See, I that song gets me every time. I'm gonna say 8.4, 8.4.
So Connor's gonna love it. 7.7.
9.2 says heater.
It's not a heater.
Heater.
God, it's not a heater.
Come on, Bill. Let him have his fun.
Nobody's been. What was one he had 2 days ago? It was just.
Are you saying I'm on a heater? That song's I'm on a heater. Okay, thank you.
Oh, either way, heater of any sort.
John, ratings here. John Lincoln 9.5, great song. Lesson Lincoln 8.1, classic.
Lincoln
listener.
Rick from Wahoo 8, Winkin KC 7, Ryan in California 7.1, Robert in Oklahoma 8.9, Vernon Dakin 8, Lyle in Omaha 9, Houston 6.4, Fritz 8.1. There's high scores today. Tater not doing much 3.3, also pretty corny. Newsflash. A lot of songs are corny in this world. I'd say about 95% of songs
Hey, don't fight
are corny.
Tater. Don't go. Don't.
But I would say I think 95%
Hey, Tater,
of songs are corny.
newsflash.
Don't do that.
You could say about any song. It's corny.
A lot of corny
song, yeah.
Agreed.
Brian H. 8.9, solid. Husker Mike and Waterloo. Better Times 8.5.
Well, Mike.
Nomad Brad 8.57 on that one. Jane and Wahoo 9.99.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Joe and Boulder 7. American Nightmare 7.2. Hua Clevis 3.8. I've never seen a point from him.
How about that?
I'm thrown off 3.8. He's
How about
never,
that?
ever done
He hasn't.
a decimal on
Why
a
did he
score.
do that?
Birdie threw me off.
That happened at the same time we saw a guy carrying a pair of shoes, which I haven't seen forever. Guy
Did
just
he have
carrying
shoes
a pair
on?
of
I
shoes.
didn't notice
Yeah, he had a pair of shoes, like a pair of gym shoes in his hand, like he was heading to the Y
Heading
over
to
here.
the Y.
Heading to the
Back
Y
in
over here.
the
Back
Y
in
is still
day.
longer there,
He's
sadly.
going to play noon hoops.
Speaking of the Y,
Better
Big Bird,
time.
Big Bird doing fitness at the Columbus Y, 5.5 on that one. Rick and Susie from Huskerland Bulldogs in Center, Nebraska, 7.8. Their score.
Thank you.
Gavin and
The
Pender,
McManagles.
8. Duke for Governor, 8.3. Jay in Colorado, 1.
Yeah, interesting.
Pretty low score. Jennifer and Hubby, great memories from high school. Thank you. Jennifer, 9.5. Hubby, 8.
Wow.
How about
Household
that's high?
like that. They're back
They like
together.
That. They're back together, working things out. You guys work through things. It's worth it. You don't want to get back out there on your own in Tinder. It's not good.
Sanderson says 38 Special always had a unique sound. I liked 8.
Wow,
Sanderson.
Sandy with some commentary.
Cherry Bomb says a 9.1 on that one.
Cherry Bomb.
I can't forget YouTube. They always get mad at me. Rashawn, Mackay's father from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, 7.
Hey, your son looked great yesterday.
Why did we change the name to Wilkes-Barre from Wilkes-Barre?
It's Barry. No,
Barry.
it's Barry. It's Barry.
Because I said Wilkes-Barre, and I got
Bill,
criticized
it's
Wilkes-Barre.
It's Barry.
Okay, so
According to Greg.
Okay. Oh, Greg's.
Rashawn, can you confirm?
Hooked on phonics.
Is it Barry?
Thank you.
Rashawn, is it Barry or Barry?
Barry.
Right again.
Barry. Greg raced there. He raced cars there.
Nashville Husker 8-1. Brad 7-5. Genghis, great song, 8 on that one. Albert 8. Wishing was fishing 6-8-9. Heyman 9-7. Troy 9-1. C.O. Porter 7-4. Song of the day was Caught Up in You, 38 special from 1982 in concert June 20th with Kansas at Pinewood Bowl. It is time for the mailbag. Here we go. The bag. The 3 words you don't want to hear when it comes to IT are what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Don't be hacked. Our friends at Applied Connective Technologies can help you avoid being hacked. Free consultation to manage your IT and cybersecurity at appliedconnective.com. All 93 counties of the state use Applied Connect.
It's just like basketball. You see, like all of a sudden Sam's going to the rim like that. He got hacked. Yeah, call it out. You don't want it.
First up from the mailbag, we go to Wyatt. Wyatt says, yesterday I saw this stat. First team all Big Ten players the last 10 years. Nebraska football, 3. Nebraska basketball, 3. My question for the stool is, which program gets a 4th first team all Big Ten player first and why?
Okay, wait a second.
Well, obviously, if you're just playing the numbers game, you're going football just because of the number of players.
Is Sanford coming back?
Yep.
That's the question.
That's the question.
Because he is first team all Big Ten right now.
Right.
And then because right now you look at the football and be like, okay, where are we at with first
Who
team?
would that be? Pritchett is the name that comes to mind first.
Yeah, that would be
That's
one.
feasible.
Elijah
feasible.
Pritchett at left tackle is definitely a possibility. I don't know. I don't know that there's anybody else in that category right
Chances are just so much better with football. When you're looking at you've got
More people.
You've got more people. You've got specialists. So it could be a kicker. It could
Yeah.
be so you don't know where it falls. So I would go football just for that reason of just numbers and where it's
now.
at.
Pritchett would be the lead dog
yeah.
in that conversation.
I'm going to go on basketball because I think Price is coming back.
Yeah.
And he could be first team again next year.
I think it's very likely that Price Sanford will be back. He says he will test the NBA, waters, but he would love to come back. He said that. I heard him say that at that Husker night at St. Michael's. He was on stage. He said, "I'm going to test the NBA situation, see what comes of that, but I'd love to be back."
Thank you, Wyatt. Next up, Anthony says from Sabetha, Kansas, what is a daily habit you guys have found to be beneficial that you would recommend everyone start doing? Love the show. Thanks, Anthony in Sabetha, Kansas.
Bill?
Daily habit.
I in the morning I drink a little bit of baking soda.
Okay, now why? I'm interested in this.
Baking soda is just kind of helps like with heartburn and different things. So not very much like that. So if I have to take anything in the morning right away, I take a little bit of shot of baking soda with a little bit of water. Boom, just take a shot of it every morning.
Put it in a glass.
What's that? Yeah, I have it ready to go. It's sitting there. So when I get out of bed, it's sitting right there, right by the refrigerator. Boom, take it, a little water in it. Take my shot of baking soda. Yes.
Jake?
I'm not sure I do anything that people should do in a day.
Oh, come on.
Well, you drink a lot of beer.
I didn't have no beer yesterday
Okay.
at all. None.
That's
That's
fine.
odd.
Come on.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Here's my thought. I would say how I do my alarm clock in the morning.
Uh-huh.
I set an alarm I know I don't have to get up to. It's like, okay, be present, but no, you don't have to wake up then. The second one I got to get up at. So I'm saying set more than one alarm.
You're
which
saying
is
a
obvious.
snooze alarm is the history That's.
But I don't use the snooze. I have a second alarm that goes off no matter what. Like I have one that goes off probably a half hour before I have to get up, and then the next one when I get up.
You don't catch grief from that because I had that little setup going too, and Laura lost her mind.
Well, listen, she doesn't hear it. She doesn't hear it anymore.
Yeah, she lost her mind. Just like I can't take it anymore. Because I'd set my alarm for 4 and I hit the snooze 7 times.
That would be annoying.
It was the best part. Then your phone kind of get lost like in the covers or something, so you can barely hear it.
So now it's like, what the
oh
hell
yeah,
did
and I can't hear it.
He's just scrambling around.
Yeah,
Really annoying.
yeah, very annoying. Didn't bother sugar.
I think if you sip.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind saying it. The nap thing is very important to me, and I think it helps. It's very helpful. Just a 20-minute power nap, maybe 30, and sometimes it'll go a little longer. But
So this could be an hour and a half.
Why is it dark outside? It's dark. What happened?
Why am I so hungry?
I missed lunch and dinner.
I don't know. But I do
Power
find
nap.
them useful, and sometimes there's 2. I mean, afternoon and morning.
Is there a better feeling when you lay down for a nap if you ever have the time and you go, I don't care what time I get up.
Yeah.
That is a feeling.
Fridays.
That's
Fridays I do that a lot.
That's a feeling.
Yeah.
I'll wake up when I wake up.
That is a feeling of that
Mm-hmm.
is pure joy.
Yeah. I do that on Fridays a lot after the show with Sean. Usually my docket's pretty clear for 6 hours or so. And I'll just say, hell with it.
I'll use the dump button.
But keep your eye on you.
I know. We really got to be careful right now.
John says, good morning. I remember taking a date to the old grandmother's restaurant in the 80s, and they were playing Frank Sinatra in the men's
70th
restroom.
70th and A or down south? There was two.
An A1.
70th and
He
A. Oh,
said-
yeah, it was a thing
he
of
said,
beauty.
I always thought it was cool. Is there a restaurant that you missed and wish was still here, John and Lincoln?
Oh,
100%.
God. Yeah, that's.
Go ahead, Bill. I got one.
Go ahead and lead us off. I'm
Well,
just
there's
doing
two,
something.
actually.
Yeah.
Spaghetti Works and the steakhouse out on Cornhusker.
The steakhouse was awesome.
The steakhouse.
God, that place
the
is
sign's
good.
still up. It
It
still
is.
says the steakhouse. I drove by it the other day. I go, that's
still up.
This still says the steakhouse. Now it's the used car place.
There's quite a lot.
Yes.
It's quite a lot of cars they got there. Steakhouse and Spaghetti Works.
Yeah, mine's easy. It's the standard of all at the Legion Club.
Oh, yeah.
On 56th and O. That was my spot. I mean,
You worked there.
I worked there, and it was incredible. They would serve sometimes, like they'd serve 1,000 people on a Saturday night. It was just incredible.
Grandmother's, by the way, would be one too.
Oh, grandma's be right up on top.
That was the best fried chicken in town, I thought.
Steakhouse is a great answer. I'm going Lone Star, 70th and O. I went there all the time. I like that mistake.
Yeah,
I
Lone
did.
Star.
I like Lone
What
Star.
happened to Lone Star?
Sue me.
Is that the one that?
Did you really?
It's now a car
I
wash.
thought it was so.
It's Tommy's car wash, and I'm probably doing great. I miss Lone Star.
I thought that was so.
I liked Lone Star.
Really?
I also missed 9 South Char Grill at 9th and South. That was a
Oh,
great
that's
restaurant.
gone.
Closed 2 years ago. Now it's a Mexican restaurant.
You
should
I
stop by.
I remember you used to go.
That
to
place
that.
that place was awesome.
You
I
did?
missed
I remember that. Little though, right?
No, it's tiny.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Wow.
9 South Char Grill is gone, and it just depresses me.
He used to talk about that.
I'd go there once a month, maybe.
You went there with family,
friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're trying to court people.
Yep, I did. You're right. Now it doesn't exist anymore. The building's there. It's a different place.
What's
I've
the other one?
not been to
was
it.
Was it Grisante's?
Yes.
Grisanti's. That's where,
Good one.
That's where Wings and Rings is at now
Yeah.
on O Street.
Yeah.
Hey, good
Yeah.
one. Grisanti's. That had a time when it was really good, and then you could tell when the fade was happening.
Yeah, and then the one also that I mentioned on the show before, which just clicked late, like that was right in the same area, was Tony and Luigi's.
Tony and Luigi's.
That was, if you're going to Tony and Luigi's, you were going out.
Yep.
That was like, where you going? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's where you're going? Yeah.
Wasn't that kind of an older couples thing though?
Yeah, older couple, or maybe you're having an affair, something like that type of thing.
What about what
Dark
was
lighting.
the other Mexican place out on O that closed? Kathy used to work there, I think.
Westo or Easto?
Yeah, Easto. It was in that Grisani's area. People would know off the. It was an interesting looking.
How long ago?
80s.
Okay, I would not know then.
I think Kathy weigh in. I think she worked there.
Kathy's Trixie, right?
Kathy's no.
No.
Kathy's my sister.
Okay.
Trixie is not.
Trixie is Lori.
Okay, and that's not Daisy.
No, Daisy's
Okay.
Margaret.
It's Margaret. Okay.
Lot of
Yeah.
names.
Okay.
They all go by
Yeah,
different names.
You-
If
you
you
can
want
understand
to
why.
combine them, it's Dixie.
Oh, is it Chi-Chi's possibly?
Chi-Chi's.
That's chorus.
Oh,
is it?
Chi-Chi's was
Chi-Chi's.
super popular. Oh, yeah. Now, Tico's is still going down
Tico's
here,
is
right?
rolling.
Tico's is still
looks
open.
just drove
It's
by there today and it
thriving.
looks
Still open.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
thriving.
Still rolling over there
If you ever get to this side of town, you should go there.
on 17th Street.
Yeah, it's a
17.
staple on my side of town.
Yeah. Tico's.
It's not really my side.
It's not it's
No,
actually on the
it's
other
nobody's
side of
town.
Yeah.
We're all on the side of town right now.
Yeah.
That is the mailbag.
Oh, I
Sponsored
love
by our
old
friends at
restaurants.
Applied
Thank you.
Connective
Thank you.
Technologies. Thank you, Breakers, for that.
The Legion Hall. I don't think you tell enough stories from there.
It was they had like a like a maitre d that Stu met you at the door. It was, and everyone knew
Maitre d'.
Everyone knew who Stu was too. Very well dressed. Oh, everything.
He had a maitre d'.
He had a maitre d when you met, and then where you and then the rest of that. Well, you got about an hour wait. That's fine. Let's be in the lounge. And they went to the lounge, and the Turpins would be playing. Dick Turpin. And the band was called the Turpins, and they'd be playing live music. And
I don't even know.
And me and Carol always ran the main bar. So I was in college, and
You were just a young
Carol
guy.
was probably
This
in her
sounds
40s.
like a dream, Bill.
It was
It
a
does.
dream, and so
It does.
we ran the main bar, and also back then it was incredible too. full on smoking back then. How many think people were smoking in the Legion Club? Everyone. I think they
95%.
And also it had an incredible cigarette machine right in the hallway. So people can you got to smoke? No problem. Right there, buddy. Get yourself some more. And
Do you have a cigarette machine?
And then everyone, there were cigarette machines. Everyone was smoking.
And I'll bet you Carol was a gem.
She was a gem. Oh, she was.
She had to be.
She helped me out so much kind of on learning stuff and how you were doing things and everything. Oh, and they had this thing called the system. The system was about how it was made back then is incredible. You'd go, there's this back room and you'd put these bottles, your big giant, the gallon bottles of alcohol on this thing upside down. And there was a funnel system that went to the bar. So when you wanted so when you wanted to do like your whatever, your 1.2, whatever amount of bourbon, whatever, you just press this button and it gave you a shot of it.
Yep.
And so it's called the system.
System.
And so a lot of times we'd free pour also that, but the system was a big deal. And so then at the end of the night, they'd be like, okay, you got to check the system. You got to make sure that with the bottles that are about empty and done. So when you would take them off, they were like, it was like this vacuum sealed.
Yeah.
So when you take it off, you just get sprayed with alcohol. just completely, and you just get so I'd be driving home, boom, and it would just hose you down. And just imagine just having maybe like a 2 pints of alcohol on your shirt, right? You didn't have to do the system all the time.
If you got pulled
over.
I wasn't drinking.
You've been drinking? No, I haven't. There's a thing called the system, sir. And the hell is the system? I take gallons of Smirnoff vodka off the.
He might just believe that.
It might,
or she. Yeah.
Could have been.
Hour 2 is next. An early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old-school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
Good news, LES customers. Even though their lobby at 2620 Fairfield Street closes July 31st, they've still got plenty of convenient ways to support you. Find your best options at les.com.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net. There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Pinnacle Bank, who have a special mortgage loan promotion going on right now for the Breakers, now through June 30th. When you apply for a mortgage loan or a home refinance, you close with Chris Lauer, Adam Lenzen, or Marlon Lyon at Pinnacle Bank. You'll be eligible to choose a golf package at Tatanka Golf Club in Northeast Nebraska, which includes a round of golf for 4, cart rentals, and a one-night, 2-room hotel stay at Ohio Casino, or $250 towards your closing costs. And you can call Chris, Adam, or Marlon at 402-434-3105. Mention the code BREAKERS to get this promotion. Pinnacle Bank member, FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tell you what, that's going to be fun when that thing is live, Jake, to watch you do that. I would take the golf. I think that's an incredible deal. I would do that.
And you're not even a big golfer.
Not even a big golfer, but it's one of those courses that you just want to see. And then to stay at that incredible resort casino hotel is remarkable. Like I said, it's the
really nice?
It's the Bellagio of Northeast Nebraska.
It's very nice.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
And the golf course is great too.
Yeah, so you want to get up there and be a part of that.
Pretty nice thing they got going.
Yes, it is.
Pinnacle Bank. Thank you for sponsoring Hour 2, 464-5685. Call or text as always. Question for you guys. You want to hit the Dellinger story in Nebraska or the Big Ten tournament?
Big Ten tournament.
Okay. We'll get to that in hour 3, the Dillinger News. But today, 4 games in the Big Ten tournament. Now, there were 2 games last night.
They were awesome.
We had eyes on Bill had eyes on the Maryland-Oregon game, at least. And Oregon had 12 points at halftime.
It's 33-12 at halftime. And all I could think of that time, I thought there's just no way that Coach Altman survived.
You know what? Bill, I think he's safe.
Well, it could be, but
I do.
That was when it was 33-12. You can't
33-12.
You can't at that time go. I think we're doing right now. And they're in basically a play-in game at Oregon.
The Ducks were held without a single fast break basket for the first 37 minutes of the game. Think about it.
Yeah.
They didn't get a fast break hoop all game practically. Terrible. Maryland. Hey, by the way, Maryland, watch them. They're scary right now. I give Buzz Williams a ton of credit.
Incredible coaching. They're not scary ability-wise.
No, but they're playing their
Nebraska.
They play harder than any team.
They're playing hard.
Besides Nebraska, probably.
Yeah, this is what this guy wrote.
I'll give Nebraska right there with them, but they're playing. I'd say this: no one's playing harder with less talent or future. It doesn't look good for them.
No,
they're not a tournament team unless they win it all.
No, right. But if you've watched them lately, even the Nebraska game a few weeks ago, they really came here and played hard, and they have continued to do that. They did it on Saturday against Illinois, or Sunday. It was Sunday against Illinois. This guy from the Testudo Times wrote that the Terps played like a team with something to prove. Every rebound turned into trench warfare with bodies sprawling repeatedly. Maryland often won those battles. I believe it. That's how they're playing right now. Watch them against Iowa. I think that's trouble for Iowa. I do. No.
And who?
Of course you do.
And who? And what player might struggle, you think, Steve?
Well, if I recall correctly, I think they beat Iowa like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
They did. Now,
by 7 at home.
That works in Iowa's favor a little bit, probably. But, doesn't usually work that way. Maryland's playing. Iowa's going to have its hands full with Maryland.
So that game was 70-60. Maryland beats Oregon. Oregon, nice second half, but still lose by 10.
Yeah, what happened is Maryland kind of slowed it down, which you do. They're playing breakneck speed. Then they were way up. So what do? You slow the game down so Oregon doesn't get many possessions.
You said they didn't have a bucket until like 7 minutes to go in the first half, right?
A field
Oregon?
goal, I think, yeah.
They had some free throws. They didn't
Oregon.
They had 12 points against the number 16 team.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Conference.
Yeah, I think they're 17 seed Maryland.
Maryland was 17.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And they had 12 points at halftime.
They didn't have a field goal. They didn't have a field goal until 8:46 remained in the first half.
I'm telling you right now, there's no doubt that that Concordia would have gotten 12 points, if not more, against Maryland.
And a couple threes,
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, they would have. There's no doubt about that.
Now, as far as Dana goes, you might be right. I don't.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not in on Oregon.
What?
But if you can't sit there and go, oh, well, I think Phil Knight's completely okay with
this.
It wasn't
not at all.
Wasn't last year was great.
No.
So
this was bad.
Yeah.
Other game last night in the Big Ten, Northwestern beats Penn State 76-66.
Okay.
They'll play Indiana today for hopefully a 7th straight win against the Hoosiers.
Just think about it now. They took Michigan to task.
Uh-huh.
They should beat Purdue.
They should have beat Purdue, and they should have beat Minnesota.
That's an interesting
push
game.
Nebraska
Yeah.
too.
That's an interesting game today, Northwestern, Indiana.
It does. That excites me.
Yeah.
You want to see things get ugly?
Oh, Indiana lose that
There's
game?
only one chance to calm things down there. That'd be Siggs. These have to be like, so guys, we won it in football. Everybody just calm down. I want you to think, let's just go back to that real quick. Indiana's national champions in football. Just 2 years ago, 3-9, fired their coach. They hired Signetti, and no one knew who Signetti was. I had no idea.
We were kind of joking around about it.
I'm in the sport, and I didn't know who he was. My whole life was, and I didn't know who he was.
You've coached for 30 years,
yes.
30 plus years, 40 years.
No, really didn't. And now he's just like he's my superhero.
What an interesting matchup. Northwestern going for
Can't
7
wait.
in a row against Indiana.
Today's games, there's 4 games in Chicago at the United Center, starting off at 11 a.m. on Peacock.
Okay. Are any of these games on real TV?
Yes. We'll get to those in a second. On Peacock, 11 a.m. Maryland against Iowa. Do you want to guess the spread of that game?
Bill?
Neutral site
Iowa.
Neutral site.
Iowa 8 and a hook.
No, lower. 4 and a hook.
11 and a hook, Iowa.
Oh,
They're
take Maryland.
projecting a Bennett Sturts breakout game, apparently.
Take Maryland.
Sturts
Maryland's playing.
If you don't think Sturts read your tweet, he did.
He's been informed about it.
He's been informed. When it's the national news, when it's the lead story on Twitter, he's aware.
Buzz has got Maryland going right now.
They are 12 and 20, but
they're playing.
12 and 20.
You saw the game on Sunday against Illinois.
I did. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I always feel bad, Buzz. He just feels looks so uncomfortable with the vest and everything.
I agree.
He does it to himself.
He does it to himself. Yeah. He's just like, God, he's gotta be so happy when the game's over.
I would think so.
The game, like, you get ready for the game, coach. Yeah, hang on, I gotta get my suit on and my vest on
because I can't breathe.
I can't breathe, and I can't breathe for how long? Well, a little over 2 hours.
Right.
Okay.
Who else you got? At 1:30 on the Peacock, USC Washington. USC, of course, is falling apart completely. I think they lost 6 or 7 straight
that
games.
That game should be played at a high school in Chicago somewhere.
It could be.
Zero interest.
Maybe they'll kick it out of the United Center.
You would think Washington would
the
win
first
that.
game interests me. That one has zero
Why don't you guess the spread that one? Zip, go ahead.
Washington is favored by 5 and a hook.
Brilliant. Correct. Nailed it. Okay. Then we have at 5:30 on BTN, regular TV. BTN. Northwestern, Indiana. Guess
Incredible
the
game.
team favorite in the spread, please.
Bill?
I'm going Indiana 3 and a hook.
Okay, that's a good number. Indiana, yeah, I just go a little over 4 and a hook.
Brilliant. Indiana 4 and a hook.
Like Joe Lenard.
You basically are. You're Lee Sterling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the last
Steve
game
Sterling.
tonight, if you want, watching BTN, the nightcap of 4 to 4. Rutgers, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite team and by how
Well,
much?
Minnesota's
please?
the favorite.
Yep.
Minnesota, Rutgers, 5 and a hook.
Brilliant.
Look at that. Sports.
3 out of 4.
Sports.
These guys know ball.
So we do. And we also call in.
Criticize, not know ball. Bring us down.
I don't even know why I said that. They call in. Okay. Yes, I'm calling in. Why? I don't know. You said to. I'm not sure where to go with this.
Okay. Good morning. What's going on?
We have to go back to the Sturts thing.
Oh, that's hoops.
That's
yeah.
hoops.
There's
That's
some
good.
great games.
Those are pretty good. That's pretty
Indiana,
good.
Northwestern.
Got to watch it.
That's the big
I
one.
really like watching Northwestern. That another team playing really hard is Northwestern.
Yep.
I go back to their game against Illinois when they lost by 40. And like they look
Yeah.
like a literal JV
Yeah.
team, and they have been respectable since that game. Like they looked horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They not belong in the same state as Illinois that night
Mm-hmm.
How about
in that game.
you know what got me is their head basketball coach at Northwestern,
Collins?
Chris Collins.
has been there for 13 years.
Yeah.
Would you have guessed that? I'd have guessed 6 or 7.
Well, you got a tournament win back. Yeah, it's been a while.
But
for
still,
him.
I would not have guessed 13
13's a
years.
long tenure.
That's because I guarantee you what he was thinking at Northwestern was, I get that win in the tournament, and I'm out.
Mhm.
I'm at a NC State, or I'm at something. Northwestern's a tough win. That's a tough place.
I will say it is surprising he's
Long
never moved
tenure.
on. Yeah, he's been mentioned in other jobs, but it is still a Big Ten job when all said and done.
Where did his dad coach?
76ers.
Mainly-
Doug Collins.
Did he ever coach in Chicago?
Chicago. He was
In Chicago.
He
bounced
he
around.
never won it with Michael. He got him to the finals, I believe, but he was Michael's first coach.
Sports.
Yeah, sports.
Hey,
Chris,
listen.
Call in.
Maybe now what I'm getting at here is maybe he's so entrenched in Chicago, that he doesn't want to leave.
That might be. Yeah.
13 years is a long tenure for anybody.
Then also just remember he's been getting paid pretty well. Life's pretty good. Northwestern takes care of you. There's some retention bonus money that's really sweet. So he's probably like, I'll just kind of wrap it up here. I'm good.
His tenure's been incredible. It's been odd at Northwestern.
He's still got a losing record, doesn't he?
Yes. So in his 4th year, they went 24-12. They made their first ever tournament appearance and won their first game.
Mm-hmm.
Then they made it back-to-back years in 2022, 23, and 23-24. Like 2 years with Boo Booey, they won back-to-back.
Yeah.
They won a game
What
in
a
back-to-back
sweet name
years.
that is. Boo Booey.
He was good.
They made it and won games back-to-back years. He's won 3 times in the dance.
Huh. Well,
And his record actually overall is 208 and 208, exactly
Wow.
500. Just like
Wow.
just like Fitzgerald was in football,
Yeah.
500.
You can see why he's there. I mean, he's won in the tournament at Northwest.
I think people forget, I do, that Northwestern They finished second in the conference in 22-23. And they finished third the next year. I forgot about that. They finished second and third back-to-back
The one
years.
thing I'm definitely not saying is, hey, he should be on the hot seat a little bit.
No,
not at all.
How did I forget that?
Yeah.
They finished second and third back-to-back
And
years.
also, I like watching him coach. I really do.
He's classy.
He's classy and control. Gets a little heated up on some stuff, but not a
classy.
Doesn't throw a fit, of any sort. We never even talked about the fact that Hurley got thrown out of a game the other day for bumping a ref.
Not good.
Not good.
Not a good look. Hurley is he's a remarkable coach, though.
I mean, if that happened here, if also we had a coach at Nebraska that's
making contact
with a referee. I mean, that would be it would be ugly. That would be an ugly conversation.
I mean, they used to show. They showed the bow cam. Did he ever touch the ref?
No, he never.
He'd throw it. He'd gesture his hat toward it, but he didn't touch him. Right?
Yeah. He
kind of waved his hat.
Waved his hat. It came a little close,
but he didn't.
Right.
He didn't touch him.
No, they never touched him.
Just got it in their face a lot.
And then the press conference afterwards, what'd he say? They can fire me. I don't give a damn.
He said
it didn't even make an impression on me because it's Bo.
Yeah.
Then my dad called and said, that was a pretty big deal what he just said. I said, yeah, now that you mentioned it.
Yeah.
I think you said there's a chicken bleep call at one point too against Iowa. Maybe.
Yeah, he lost a little bit after that game, after that Iowa game. And what was that, 2013?
It was 13, yeah.
No.
Here in
It was quite a day, Bill.
Chicken bleep, fire me if you fire me.
Yeah, I think fire me.
Oh, God.
That's beautiful.
I love Bo.
But he didn't touch the ref. He just got his face.
Never. No.
The funny thing is, usually you're always yelling at somebody at the side judge right there. He usually had nothing to do with the call. Most of the time, the guy you're yelling at, it's somebody that made a call all the way across the field. It's not even. But the guy right here on both sides, they just hear it. Yeah. They just. I'll say this: I'm shocked. There's not more technical fouls called in college basketball on coaches.
Because
I mean, it's unmerciful sometimes.
The refs are bad.
What's that? No. The with just how the coaches are on them.
Oh,
it is just nonstop.
Yeah.
Of and they're very, very calm on and just kind of block it out. And it's like I'm shocked there's not more called.
I got you.
Bill's Thrills is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
At Planet Fitness, we're getting strong for the season's biggest games. Join now and your first month is free. Whether you're chasing a buzzer beater or your everyday goals, we've got next level amenities like red light recovery and hydro massage to help you rebound and recover. Plus, with the PF Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and access over 2,800 locations. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get your first month free. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, March 13th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Yesterday, your water heater worked just fine. Today, surprise! When you're out of hot water, just call the plumbers at Bryant. In most cases, you can get same-day water heater replacement. What you won't get is a costly surprise with the bill. At Bryant, the price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. No last-minute extras for piping or ventilation alterations. Need a new water heater? Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
It's another big week of hockey at the Icebox. Join the Lincoln Stars as they continue their push for home ice in the Clark Cup playoffs as they host the Des Moines Buccaneers on Thursday night. It's another one of our college nights, so grab your friends and enjoy great drink specials while cheering on the Stars. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock. Then on Saturday at 6 o'clock, it's our pre-St. Patrick's Day celebration. Wear your green and enjoy more drink specials as the Stars take on the Sioux Falls Stampede. Get your tickets now at LincolnStars.com and don't miss a second of the action.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Good news, LES customers. Even though their lobby at 2620 Fairfield Street closes July 31st, they've still got plenty of convenient ways to support you. Find your best options at les.com.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their Contact Us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work? Are you, Bill? Skills?
I am.
Yeah. Explore new options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. They
Finance.
have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today. They need salespeople. They need them badly.
They're rolling.
Apply. Change your life.
We were talking
career.
to Carson last night about some things.
We were.
Yeah, the main
We'll
thing.
address at 8 o'clock.
It was still address 8 o'clock, but also the main thing was like just trying to stay ahead. Just trying to stay. Imagine having your company ascending at that. We're just trying to get, and we're not trying to. It's not like, hey, we got to get employees to carry cinder blocks across hot pavement. No, you got to go inside and work inside. An incredible spot. They have a huge like kitchen snack area.
Do they?
Yeah, right there. You can go over there.
At Sandhills?
It's Sandhills. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
And everybody's in suits.
Everybody's in suits. And you're in front of your computer, and then you can do some other. I mean, you're not always in front of your computer. Also, I mean, you're on the phone. You're going out to sites and seeing different things. So they have a lot of things going on. So it's not like I said. It is an ascending job. Your life changes when you meet Carson. that'll be it's a huge deal.
And you would describe it as a campus.
It's a campus.
It's a campus, and building on. Yeah, it is ascending campus is what it is.
Wow.
GoCurrency.com/careers. Check it out today. It is time for a Wednesday edition of Bill's Thrills.
The Thrills.
Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it going to be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Diner Contracting.
Randy!
The king of remodels for your kitchen, bathroom, whole house, and more. Please call or text Randy at 402-417-5204. Diner Contracting.
Tap Randy on the shoulder at the tournament and get 40% off.
Got to find him.
Just got to find him. Got to find Randy, tap him on the shoulder, get 40% off, and that's always included. Ready to go with it.
Always.
I thought I would talk spring ball.
Okay.
Let's
see.
Spring.
Like this.
I'd talk some spring football.
This is Bill's Thrills.
Wild Card Wednesday. The strain to compete was fun and elite. The strain to compete. Spring football 1994, Big Sky Conference, Northern Arizona University. Going to go through spring 1994, Big Sky Conference, Northern Arizona University. It was a wow. It was
there.
I was there coaching there. I was coaching the defensive backs at that time when I first started this. Then I moved over to co-coordinator with Akey. But
with Rob Akey.
Well, here's what was amazing about the place was, so let's talk about spring football. Is that in spring ball, there's always full disclosure. Ed Ogeron was probably the lead person. Everyone was like this, but he was really the one that was so adamant that both sides, offense, defense, you disclose everything. What's going in today, what formations, what plays, what groupings, defense, what are you putting in? We got this. Everyone had to know what was going in, so the other side had preparation time or some idea what was going on. That was common across the board. It wasn't like all of a sudden, well, we had no idea that was coming or this was happening, because then you don't. It's a teaching procedure to have some that was just normal stuff right there. So I'm getting to Northern Arizona. It's like not so fast. Every man for themselves. Offense versus defense every single day. So like on defense, our staff was Rob Akey. He was a coach in the NFL, head coach at Idaho. He's just the head coach at Oregon State as the last couple games of the season.
Okay.
Gary Anderson was a head coach at Utah State, Wisconsin, Oregon State, and then back to Utah State.
Was he the head coach?
He was the head coach. At this time, he's not. Steve Axon's the head coach. We're all assistants. Gotcha. And then there's myself on that staff. Joe Barry's on that staff, who was D coordinator in the NFL for years and years and years, played linebacker at USC. Ken Zampese, his dad was the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys for their 3 Super Bowls champion. Ken Zampese is probably the best coach I've ever been around. He now is coaching. He's now the quarterback coach for Tampa Bay. This is the staff. It was like a who's who of staffs right there. And it was full on against you. We would have private meetings and would not tell the other side what we were doing. We would have double corner blitzes. We'd have all these things going. Either
double corner blitzes.
Didn't matter what.
Don't see very often.
That though. Just things like that. It's like just
not
do
sure
it.
I've seen one.
Yeah, that's where I've seen one, but it was going on. It was
came with the double corner.
You would leave out, then you'd leave out. We'd do fake scripts. We'd leave a script at something that okay, we're doing inside run and be there, and then you had to we'd do a fake script of what we're going to run that time. We call a different play.
How was the morale?
What's that? The morale was great because the head coach is like, be better on both sides. If you got burned on one side, like, he'd be like going, he would poke the bear on both sides. Whoa, guys weren't ready to go, huh? And the old line coach is like going, didn't know they were putting in double eagle defense today. Well, didn't know. Well, figure it out. That's how games work. And the head coach was part of it. And it was
I like this.
It was beyond heated. It was true. War, it was pure 6 weeks of warfare.
Wow.
Against each other.
Wow.
And
this is fascinating.
And it would turn it. I mean, then the scrimmages, it was heated. There was yelling back and forth across the field by coaches. It was just insane intensity.
Like a game every day.
Every day was a game. You wanted to win every single day like that. Scott Pallur was the first defensive coordinator with us, and he played at Washington. And it was so intense. But I'm blown away. I come in from being a graduate assistant at Kearney State, at the University of Nebraska for 4 years, and then at University of Wisconsin. So I'm going in with the old, how we're going to prepare for spring and stuff. It's like, oh no, that's not how we do it here. We do it to win. Winning's what matters. And it was, and I'll say this.
I'm startled by this.
I'll say this. There was part of it that was good because I tell you what, your kids, when they came to practice, it was on. And it was, so it could be a deal where you had no idea that they might be in offense. They might be in regular personnel grouping, which means like 21 personnel or 12. And they line up the whole day and empty. And you weren't even prepared for it. They had no idea it was coming. And you're trying to figure out, I mean, that kind of stuff would go on.
Okay, I have a question. This would be the breaker question. I got to ask for the breakers. Is the concern burnout for not only the coaches, but if you got to be on every day, is there a little like, I mean,
not really,
not really.
No, it was unique.
What about injuries?
Well, it wasn't like we weren't doing stupid stuff like throwing guys into the stands. Right. There wasn't that kind of things going on. But if someone said to me like right now, was that how you would do it if you're the head coach? I'd be like, no.
Okay,
no.
Why?
Because what would happen would be I would have a certain defense I want to have run, and I want to see it against different looks, so I have film of it. Yeah. Instead, I might not ever get it because I don't know what's coming at me.
Right.
Everything was unscripted. So even like 7-on-7, we had no idea what was coming at us and what was going on. So we were teaching on the fly and on the run, but there was some cool stuff to it too.
Wow.
I mean, but to have that kind of intensity, it was something I'd never seen before. And everybody's kind of like, oh no, where do you get to this? This is one of the most bizarre things you've ever seen.
Did it ever go like that at any other of your stops?
No. Here's the general rule of spring football. Everything knows the install, what's going in, you have all this stuff. When it goes to scrimmage day, it's like, call it. You just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Is that right?
Yeah, yes. Because on scrimmage day, it's
I didn't know that.
On scrimmage day, it's like so you don't get it. You don't want to just script a scrimmage like, well, we're going to run this play and you're going to run this defense. It's going to be, no, that's not how it works. It's scrimmage day. But you know what it is. If someone came out, like at Ed Ogeron, if someone came out on either side of the ball, if we put in at LSU 2 blitzes and didn't tell the offense on scrimmage day what they were, he would lose his mind with us. Or vice versa. If the offense put something in, all of a sudden they've never ran counter or something like that type of thing, and all of a sudden they're running counter all day long, and we had no idea it was coming in, he would lose his mind with the offense. He'd be like, look, we're not doing that. That's how it's gonna be. But whatever you have installed, and then however you want to call it on game day, that's all. I mean, on scrimmage day, that's
fascinating.
That's you do whatever you want during that time.
Jake, when I say the words, all that I really want to deal with is football the rest of my life. This is why. Football's way more interesting than any sport to me because of stuff like that. That's fascinating. It is. Now, that would have been I like that approach. I get why you're reserved. I totally understand your reservation.
But I also saw the redeeming qualities in it because it was
on every day.
On every day. And it was, and also it was, I mean, like if the other team scored on you or something happened, if something happened, it was heated between coaches.
I bet.
Now I'll say this, staff, we got along great.
Did you?
You're
lucky.
In the end, we got along great. There wasn't the only time there was true like hands were going to be
fisticuffs.
Hands were going to be thrown in the hallway, which came really close. Would be after noon ball because noon ball we'd play noon ball against
Basketball.
each other in the dome,
and sometimes it would get that heated.
It would get so heated down there.
Hands caught and thrown.
It would be that it really throw, but it was unbelievable. We'd play to the death, and then we'd get done, and then it'd be something that's so competitive. Like one time, I'm going to poke the bear a little bit here because my team won. So we had a staff meeting, and I had one of the interns bring a trophy into our team.
Oh boy!
Hey, just so you guys, and then that didn't go over that well either.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't.
But that kind of intensity was just so much fun.
Oh my God!
And you're at Northern Arizona.
You've never said that story.
Well, I thought of it the other day because the reason it came up was they were talking. I watched a special on the 49ers, and they were talking about during the strike when those games counted. They had a strike. And they brought in all those substitute players, and those games counted towards the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And guess what they did? Guess what Bill Walsh did for the Niners against Parcells with the Giants, like in the NFL. He ran wishbone. He ran wishbone, and they show it, and Bill Walsh looks across the deal, and Parcells is looking at him like, "What is this?" They're running wishbone to win a game because the game counted.
Football's beautiful.
God, it was better times.
That is amazing. I never told that.
Nope. Just thought of it.
Never told that.
Of what spring ball is like and what and it was
every day.
Every day.
Oh my God.
No Fake scripts, winners, winner takes all. Fake scripts, winner takes all.
You had to have the head coach had to have good command of the staff.
Yeah, he did, and he would poke the bear on both sides. Hey, offense, they're now. Here's the thing was he was an offensive coach. Coach Jackson was an offensive guy. So if he got you, especially in a blitz, and hit you with a tunnel screen for a touchdown, he'd be right in your grill. Yeah,
God, I mean, there have been just cases, Bill, where I've seen over at Nebraska where we get to watch some. I've seen coaches go at it. I saw Barney and I think Kaz going at it one time. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It gets heated.
Oh, it gets heated. It gets heated. For the most part,
Barney
you just walk off and you're kind of like, whatever. But no, it gets really
it can get heated.
It gets super, super heated.
Yeah, I love it.
In the text line, Jake, I went
mostly
really long there.
Mostly just listening. They enjoy.
I'd love that. I could listen. Oh my God.
We love stories.
Now,
real life stories.
The Lumberjacks in the dome.
I'm sorry, the head coach's name again.
Steve Axman, incredible human being.
I wonder why he did
He
that.
was Aikman's coach at UCLA.
Wonder why he wanted that approach.
I don't know if he wanted it as much or he didn't stop it. I'm not sure which one it was, but he was just highly competitive. He just liked to play.
Yeah.
So if all of a sudden, whatever it was, he wasn't concerned about, hey, I need to see this look against this coverage. I need to see this look. He's like, let's just go play.
It strikes me as fun.
Yeah. It was. I want you to think about this. Both staffs would meet closed doors. Closed doors. And there was closed doors. And then we'd try to put out fake propaganda also of what we were going to do that day. And try to.
God, it seems like fun to me.
It'd be fun. Sully, there was like their administrative assistant. He would he'd look for drawings and stuff. He'd come through like our room and stuff like during lunch to see if there was something going on.
God dang it.
Bill, the headline one more time, please.
I'd love to. The strain to compete was fun and elite.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by our friends at Diner Contracting. Wild Card Wednesday today.
That was wild
Spring
card.
football.
That was wild card.
Thank you, Bill. It is time to play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. It did not look great for you guys yesterday, but you came back and
maybe
won.
one of the most miraculous comebacks ever.
Derek and Ikara was tough, but you took him down.
We love Derek too, so I hate to beat him. No, I don't. I don't hate to beat him.
Today's topic is athlete nicknames.
Okay.
I will give you the nickname and tell me who that person was or is.
Wish it was the other way, but okay.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip and Bill and trivia. Going for a winning week by Wednesday.
That'd be sweet.
That means undefeated weeks
3 in a row.
Play. You guys feel okay about athlete nicknames today?
Yeah,
Bill, 70s?
No.
Sam Bam
No,
Cunningham?
we're not going back at all that far.
Okay.
We do feel good, though. We do feel good.
We
Julius
have
Irving?
Josh. How do you feel about athlete nicknames today?
I think we'll see. Let's do this.
Okay,
Josh, where are you calling from?
I am currently at the Career Academy here at Southeast Community College in Lincoln.
Southeast Community College, right out there on O Street.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Sounds
nice.
happy.
How old are you?
I am 46 years old.
46.
Sounds young.
You sound spry. Yeah, like a spirit animal out there.
Does.
Thank you for being
Well,
that.
it's a beautiful morning. Why not be spry, right?
Why not? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Could you do us a favor and text one of your friends and see if they could be a breaker?
Yeah, I will do what I can right after the show.
Please do.
Please do.
Please do. Tell them about the show and the ticket in general.
Thank you, Josh.
I'll
Josh,
tell
first.
you real quick.
Go ahead.
I have said this to multiple people. I think that you all should be syndicated because I've lived in multiple places in my life. You do a great job, so keep it up.
Well, thank
Wow.
you, Josh.
Thank you.
Syndication.
Imagine that one.
How kind of you.
So we're live in Philly.
Now we're going to beat you.
All right, Josh. First question to you. What football player's nickname was Shady?
Nickname Shady.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. LaShawn McCoy.
Yep. Good job.
Good job. Had that one.
Good job. Shady McCoy.
Also, I always feel
Shady
super
McCoy.
important that I say that I had it to somehow make myself look better. I'm not sure why I do that. I have no idea
It's okay.
A comforting thing.
comfort, I guess.
All right,
Okay,
first,
come on.
First question down 1-0. What is Tiger Woods' actual first name?
Oh, I got that, Bill. You got it. I got it. So we're fine.
Go ahead.
It's Eldrick.
Brilliant.
Eldrick is correct.
You know what? I'm not sure I have.
You didn't know that? Eldrick Woods.
I did not. He
made a
have
good
that.
choice to go by Tiger.
That's incredible. Thank you, Steve.
You don't like Eldrick?
It doesn't really resonate. Would he be dominant if he was Eldrick Woods?
I don't know.
Tiger.
Well, I got to think about that a little bit. Anyway,
All right,
back to
Tied up.
Josh for the lead.
Josh.
Last question. What baseball player was known as the Professor?
I'm going to go with, let's see, is that Greg Maddox?
Brilliant.
Had it.
Greg Maddox
didn't know
is
that.
For
correct.
some reason, I had that. I don't know why.
I didn't know that.
Bill's in play here to force the
Okay,
tiebreaker.
so
Gosh, dang it.
we're down 2-1.
You are
Yeah.
to force the tiebreaker. What basketball player was known as the Truth?
I got it.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I
I
do
got
too.
it.
But you go ahead. You
Paul
go
Pi-
ahead.
Paul
Yeah.
Pierce.
Good job.
Brilliant.
Paul
Paul
Pierce was
Pierce.
mentioned, I believe, on Monday on this
He
show.
came in here and played. Reminded you of who?
Pierce and Sturts,
Sturts.
very similar to me. Both
Tisdale.
capable of taking over a game at any point.
Tisdale.
Yesterday,
Anywho.
Derek and Akar set the number, so it's back to you guys.
Oh, that's not good for us.
It's okay.
You guys can collaborate.
Okay.
What was Greg Maddox's career ERA? I will tell you this to give you. His record overall in his career was 355 and 227.
He
What
got
was
beat that many times.
355 and 227? I need a ERA for Greg Maddox
I
in his
should have
career.
showed you. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's right.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna
go-
go between there.
Yeah, give him a number. Do the math. Just get it close. Guesstimate it. I feel good about it.
2.83.
Okay, over under 283. Josh.
That feels insanely low, even for one of the greatest pitchers ever. So I'm going to go higher.
Brilliant.
It is low.
Yeah, it was still a great ERA, 3.16, which
Okay.
is still really, really good.
We're not
Yeah.
that far off.
Yeah.
My original was
Yeah, it's
291.
Steve was closer than me.
Yeah. Hey.
Great.
Anyway.
Well, also, I think you know what the problem is.
That's not
The
Bill.
problem, I think, sometimes I need to think different to how to set a number.
Yeah.
To make it a little more. I'm trying to get it on the nose, and I'm going okay. Now maybe we should have made a little more of a strain to it. So
yeah, I get what you're saying.
interesting.
Josh, we appreciate your thoughts on the show.
Syndication, Josh.
We-
Thank you.
Congrats on the win today.
Keep it up, guys. Good
Thank
work.
you.
Thank you.
Good work by you. Good win.
Josh working at SEC. Very
Yeah.
jolly this morning.
I like
Happy.
it. He's a good representative for that school.
He's got a
I
little
would say.
Jim Hansen energy to him. I
He
felt
does. You felt yes.
I
very-
felt that.
I wonder if Josh. We should have asked. We can get some quarter zips from South.
Oh, from SEC.
That'd be
You don't need
sweet.
quarter zips from everybody.
Yeah, we do. In a way, we do. That'd be promoting. Would it not be?
We promote our clients. And our
That
friends.
let's just say this right now. Southeast Community College is killing it. That people that are going to school there, they're advanced. The high school kids that go there he's at the learning center.
Yes.
A lot of kids are starting off college.
Yep. That's where Alex started.
mid sophomores.
Yeah. Alex started off there.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
you
he's
guys had a good game.
You know what?
Tiebreaker's always tough.
But I will say this: that was a good game.
Thank you.
Jake, we could do that one quite
We
often.
could do a lot of athlete
Yeah.
games. We have done a lot in the past. I can do that again.
Yeah. You haven't
70s.
70s.
How about some 70s nicknames?
That would be sweet.
Doc. Doc, it doesn't get much better than Doc.
Mm-mm.
God, how about Irving?
Remember what Daryl Dawkins was?
Chocolate Thunder.
How could you forget that?
Incredible.
Beautiful.
And he said he was from Lovetron.
What the hell?
I don't know. He had a poster that said Lovetron on it. It did.
Poster that said
Lovetron. Does talk about better times.
Better times. The Gervin poster that said Iceman.
He had his hands on two ice basketballs, sitting on ice.
Hour 3 is next. An early
It's like
break
the
of
Farrah
ticket.
Fawcett poster.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
The wait is over. It's Truck Month at Anderson Ford, which means big selection and even bigger savings on Ford F-150s. Like lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for only $195 per month. The truck that's built to work hard and play hard. Another reason you'll experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1008409. Previous service letter. $195 per month for 36 months, 7,500 miles per year, 8,500 with tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating
and electrical.
Stop into Zollner Florida Beatrice for Truck Month. Check out 0% financing with approved credit on all F-150s excluding Raptor. Or save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select 2025 SDX and XLT models in stock. Check out many service specials as well. $20 rebate on the Works package or up to $50 off new brakes and rotors. Maverick, Ranger, Super Duty, F-150 or Bronco. It's Truck Month at Zollner Florida Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week
an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree. And I'd like to help. I'm your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ryan Buck. Together, we can give you long-term strategy the attention it deserves. Contact me today at 402-483-0377. Again, that's 402-483-0377. Stop by our office at 8380 Old Cheney Road. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Nebco and Anderson Ford. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Third hour sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Concrete Industries for precast production labor. Check them out at concreteindustries.com or at nebcoinc.com. Also, Anderson Ford, sponsor of Hour 3, 27th and I-80 and 33rd and Yankee Hill. David told me he was at work at 6:30 this morning. 6:30. Working hard as the used car sales manager at 27th and I-80.
How about David?
He's listening to the show, though. He's working and listening at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Busy.
Mm-hmm.
Busy.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to Nebco and Anderson Ford for sponsoring Hour 3. 464-5685. Call or text as always. News came out last night regarding Nebraska football. This is from Yahoo Sports. Ross Dellinger, friend of the show.
Should have Ross on again pretty soon.
The headline is 18 Nebraska football players challenging College Sports Commission over rejection of third-party NIL deals worth over $1 million.
So this was rejection, not so this has already been these are all denied, but these aren't just backed up, I guess, correct? And it said
football players from the University of Nebraska are challenging more than $1 million of third-party NIL deals rejected by College Sports' new enforcement arm. That's the College Sports Commission. This is the first group of athletes to significantly advance in the industry's new arbitration process. This is administrative stuff, basically. So, yeah, there was a rejection. Now they're challenged. Now the players are challenging it. Interesting.
It says, as part of the release, the CSC noted 18 athletes have chosen to pursue arbitration over rejected deals, and those cases have been consolidated into one, though it did not provide any more details.
So it's like a class action.
Class action, yep, yeah. Class action. The part that here's the part that's the most difficult is that basically the university signed up to have this branch that would oversee, and they're the ones viewing, they're the ones making the decisions. Everyone turned their keys and agreed that that would be the law. Mm-hmm. And so now they're saying we're fighting the law. And so it makes it very difficult.
Yes. Now, interesting. Ross does a great job, as you know. He's your friend. He's a great reporter.
He is.
This is a critical paragraph. While the case serves as the first serious arbitration challenge to the College Sports Commission's NIL clearinghouse, it is unlikely to be the last. Multiple university administrators told Ross that their athletes are considering arbitration after the clearinghouse rejected contracts. So this is going to be happening going forward.
So what happens in the NCAA is basically what? There's a lot of people are like in the NCAA that are going, I'm not fighting that because we're going to get sued. So now what's going to happen here? There's going to be like, okay, I'm not going to rule against that because we're just going to get sued.
Yeah.
So now we don't, once again, you have no what? There's no law.
Right.
And so that would just open everything up again for just mayhem. Across the. And I'm not talking about Nebraska. I'm just talking about the sport. Because right now, this is the law. They are the law.
The College Sports Commission.
Yeah, they are the ones,
not the NCAA.
And they're saying no, you're not. We're going to fight this. And if they win this battle, and if all these universities or all these students from different places win this battle, now there's no more that branch is gone.
Ooh.
Because what are you going to? Because what are they going to deny? So let's just
toothless.
Yeah, they're toothless. What happens if they deny all these and then the players come in and they win? Say they win this case. So then you're sitting there in the office. Well, what do you guys think about this one? Just let it go through.
That's possible. Now, it also all cases won't be the same, right?
No, they won't all be the same, but it'll be very similar vibe.
Right.
That there's no law again, which again just keeps getting back to the same thing, that there's no commissioner, there's no one in charge, and it's just complete mayhem.
Yeah, and I think it's confusing to some fans too. It's like who's in charge? So now it's this College Sports Commission. Where's the NCAA in this? It's hard to understand. It's hard to understand. Now, there's some. I don't want to go too far into the weeds, except to explain how this works.
And the other part of it is if they were denied, say the Nebraska players / any player denied wrongfully, well, that's horrible too. If they're just like, no, we're not doing it. So the basis of this is that everything has to be true name, image, and likeness, not pay for play. So it's got to have some form of, which means you did some form of work for Anderson Ford, and they're going to pay you blank amount of money, and I did 6 appearances for them, right? Whatever it is. So that's what they're trying to get away from is someone just, or they're trying to get away from someone doing like, well, what'd you do? I signed an autograph for 20 minutes at the Hampton Inn for $1.2 million.
This is a good take from the text. And someone says, personally, I think the only solution for college sports is to turn it into a pro sports type or federation or something so they can get some real rules. We don't have rules to follow here.
The rule here is this, Jake. This is the way this works. A neutral arbitrator, a neutral arbitrator is presiding over this case. Okay, you get that, right? The process is expected to last no more than 45 days once an arbitrator is appointed. An arbitrator was appointed several days ago. If a resolution is not reached, a hearing is held before the arbitrator with player attorneys and CSC lawyers presenting their arguments. All of this is relatively uninteresting to me. I mean, it's administrative.
Nebraska's involved, though,
yeah, Nebraska's involved, and I get it. And there's a lot of money involved, but it's a lot of administrative mumbo jumbo, basically.
And after a while, you just get beyond tired of it. Because they had this giant meeting last Friday, I believe, right, at the White House. And it's nothing came of it. Nothing comes of it. There's no one. Everyone agrees that there needs to be better. But then it's like, okay, if we're going to agree to be better, what's that mean? That means the Big Ten and the SEC have to relinquish power. And no one's going to, which means power of potential TV rights. Because you hear Cody Campbell from Texas Tech says the only way to do this is to come together and go to the market as one with your TV rights to get up to $7 billion. And the SEC and Big Ten are saying that's not even feasible. It probably is feasible, but the reason they don't want to do it because they are in charge. All of a sudden now, because all of a sudden Kansas becomes more viable if everybody goes as one. But then football also gets way better, and so until somebody all agrees that nobody can win this, somebody just has to understand that everybody's going to be somewhat uncomfortable, try to get a hands on this. Or some way to think, because they don't want to be employees. The students, don't want to be employees. That's where the rub is at. That's where the rub is at.
You've mentioned collective bargaining. Well, you hear it mentioned all the time.
Yeah, that's the only way to fix it. Then it's like the student athletes agree that this much, and then this side agrees, and then you can have law. Then you can have
that the solution.
It is the solution. It's the only solution. This other part, think about what we just read. I mean, and Ross said, well, this is going to happen at a lot of schools. So now there's no commission anymore. Remember, that was going to be, they brought the guy in from baseball. We all agree, right? And they said 2 things. We're going to agree to this hard cap. We're all good, right? Nope. Everyone went by that one. And then B,
the hard cap was a farce.
Yeah, it was a complete farce. Then they said, okay, now we're going to have a commission. It's going to oversee this stuff. and then now they've oversaw it. They've made decisions, right or wrong,
right?
And then
Now
they
they're
said no. Now we're going to fight it. So what if this arbitrator goes, well, you know what? We're going to have to kind of push back on you guys on the commission. Then you have no commission. So until there's and there's so who do you look to? They talked about the other day in that giant meeting on who spoke and different people that spoke. They're like, Petitti's probably the most powerful person in the room. He didn't say one word. He's in
Why?
there. I don't know. He
was just there.
He was just there. Did not have one comment on anything to address to the president or to anyone. Didn't say a word. That
doesn't bother me.
Doesn't really bother me either. I'm saying that you have this meeting, and it's like, okay, because Heather Denich was the one who was covering it. I listened to her story. She was in the room, and so she just gave the lay of the land of who spoke, what was being said, that type.
It'd be hard to cover because just a lot of posturing and a lot of just a lot of opinions that don't really matter to me at this point. They really don't. I mean, I've heard Saban address this 12 times, and it doesn't really change. It is what it is. But this type of story, it's a story.
So what do you think is going to happen?
It's a significant story, but it's not particularly interesting.
It's probably going to be, I would imagine there's going to be some money comes back towards them. So there's going to be a class action deal.
Yeah.
They say it's over $1 million. They're going to settle it at $400,000. Someone's going to get some money, but it takes the teeth away from, if you're sitting there right now, the NCAA was like, okay, we're so overwhelmed with everything getting sued and losing.
Yeah.
It's so bad. We don't want to fight anything. That's why guys were playing 9 years, because it's like, I didn't want to fight this.
They're fighting a few things.
They're fighting a couple things.
They are a little bit, not much.
Not much.
No,
not much.
Not much.
And so now this commission was so overwhelmed that I think they got inundated with like hundreds of thousands of requests, and they couldn't keep up. Then they started just stamping them, no, and then it's like, so you said no. If you sign somebody or a player you're the backup left tackle, and you're expected to be getting this money from Speedy Car Wash, and they're like, that's not a real deal. You don't get that money.
I would imagine there's a backlog, because how much staff would you need to thoroughly consider each case? You would need like a Google Center.
Yeah, you would.
Like the one in Manawa.
Yeah,
we
have one here in Lincoln too.
Right.
Yeah, use that one.
I mean, you need 170.
Imagine coming
attorneys.
in every morning, getting my coffee cups in, and having the stack over here.
I just got Rutgers.
What do you got?
Today.
Got Rutgers? Yeah, he's got to deal with a construction company, and is that legit? I don't
know.
No,
we'll probably have to go out there to see.
Yeah.
Really? We're going to spend money to go out and see if this kid's fulfilling his duties.
He's a spokesman.
Odd. Yeah.
I don't know how you keep up with it.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
So the CEO of the College Sports Commission is Brian Seeley.
Yep.
Now it goes back to the bottom of this article about Nebraska.
Please.
It brings up Brendan Sorsby and the LSU issue.
Okay.
It says this per Ross Dellinger. Hang on a second here. Hang on.
You're fine.
My phone freaked out. Okay. It says he's released guidance on the issue after Yahoo Sports in January unearthed a proposed and unsigned contract from Playfly on behalf of LSU to quarterback transfer Brendan Sorsby, which guaranteed the quarterback $3.5 million despite the absence of deliverables. Playfly officials declined comment when reached Tuesday. Third parties such as Playfly are not allowed to participate in arbitration. So
Nebraska's matter is through Playfly too.
Nebraska
That's
Playfly.
what this is.
Absolutely it is.
Yeah. So it's the same thing at LSU.
Yes.
The solution schools are using is this in-house media rights company, which is
right.
Playfly.
100%.
That's the solution. Now it appears that might be not a solution.
He says companies such as Playfly, Learfield, Adidas, and Under Armour are aggressively pairing their corporate sponsors with athletes, something Seeley describes as, quote, manufactured NIL, which is not against the rules of the deals, include a valid business purpose, timely deliverables, and are within the range of compensation algorithm.
Ooh.
And then you have, you have the compensation algorithm, which doesn't make sense either, because the price of a house is what someone's willing to pay.
Yep.
So how do you say,
100%.
well, we want to hire this guy again? He's going to come over to the Hamptons, going to do this, and we're going to give him $800,000. Well, that doesn't line up with what? Well, yes, it does, because I'm willing to pay it. So how is that? If there's a house that is valued, if you go back and okay, what's it value out at? It's a $480,000 house, and they just sold it for $1.9 million. That's legal,
right?
You can do that.
So the difficulty is uniformity, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you achieve uniformity in this without legal recourse? I mean, it would be hard to do.
What they would do prior to when they were looking into jobs that were illegal, that would be back in the day when you had jobs, you'd be like, okay, there's a player for Nebraska football that's working in the stadium, and he's painting, doing whatever for 4 hours a day, and they're paying him $600 an hour. Well, a painter doesn't get that. So there's a legit algorithm to it.
Okay.
But if it's just like, what would if someone wants to pay, they want to have Calandria come to their son's birthday party, and they want to give him $400,000. That's their right to do that, because that's what he feels the value is.
And how do you rule against that? I mean, you're going to get sued immediately for that. You're denying this individual that money. You can't do that, right? Legally. This is a mess.
It is
there's going to be
certified mess.
And don't think for
it's
a
been
second,
a mess.
There's been this big cry about what's going to happen with the portal. I still think someone will challenge the portal here when spring ball's over.
I think challenge it in which regard?
Just say like that. I'm going to change schools. We can't. I have a kid before. I don't know. And so what they're doing is they're going after this. Excuse me. They're going after the schools, saying if you take someone that we're coming after you. If a school takes someone outside the portal, this happened. The person that sat out versus Miami, that's the one that left Wisconsin outside the portal window.
Right.
And guess what happened? Nothing. He just left out of Wisconsin, went to Miami, became the starting corner, and not one thing that now Wisconsin sued.
Yep.
But nothing still happened, and he still played, and now his career's over.
The confusion I have sometimes, and I think people have, is a guy like Mac Markway, who just transferred. He didn't go in the portal. He just said it'd just be like you deciding I'm going from Kearney to Wesleyan, and he just enrolled. He just enrolled. You can still do that, right?
I don't know how that works. I mean, I
What's
don't
that
know.
process like anymore?
I don't think so. The only thing
Markway was a walk. I mean, he's a walk-on. He just changed school.
The only thing that's still on the table for changing of schools, which is legal, is grad transfer. So if all of a sudden somebody graduates this spring, they are able to go wherever they want to go. So there might be there could be somebody going like, hey, you need to get 24 units this semester.
Yeah.
So I can get done, and then you're legal to go to get out of here. That's the grad transfer's got the kind of the get out of jail free card.
Yeah, Ross Dellinger with a breaking story yesterday.
He's very good.
But that will be a story of all stories, because when this came out, I'll bet you in the next 3 or 4 days, you'll see several other schools probably doing the exact same thing. Because what it is their players are getting, or I don't know if this word is held hostage is correct, because maybe it's not legit or not, but they're not being paid.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if there's a way. What you wonder is there a way for Nebraska to still compensate them legally, even though this is hung up. This situation.
Technically, it would be an NCAA violation. You can't if what's it, CSA, whatever they're called,
CSC.
If CSC says no, that's what I was. If they've denied it, it's been denied.
Okay, but
so they can't all of a sudden be like going,
maybe we'll get you another deal.
Yeah, and then it takes forever to get it through.
Right.
So if they said, well, we're going to change this, now it's going to be
So there's some players not getting paid, is what we're figuring.
Yeah.
Here. That's not okay. Now that's
it's everywhere.
That's stressful. That'd be stressful.
But that's stress, not like the stress that's going on down at LSU. That's way more stress. That's their starting quarterback.
That's Brendan Sorsby, the prize of the transfer portal.
Yeah,
that'd be stressful for Sorsby too.
Yes. Oh yeah, very.
Wait
stressful.
a second. I thought I was going to have some wealth here.
Yes. How's this going to work?
Maybe
out?
not.
Yeah.
Before we get to break, I got to give a quick shout out to Trip from Computer Hardware. I saw Trip yesterday.
Whoa.
Because I had some computer issues. My audio has not worked for months. I've just lived without it because I've just been able to operate it. But I said enough of my work. I said enough is enough. I need to get this fixed. So I went to Trip, did a lot of diagnostics, and he fixed the speakers. He fixed
diagnostic.
He says this was a very interesting situation, but they worked through it. Took like a half hour, but he got it fixed.
Wow.
He can do that for you as well. Whether you have an Apple or a non-Apple product, go see Trip with the team at Computer Hardware, just south of 70th and O in Lincoln, also in Kearney, Hastings, and GI. 46 years in business, and yesterday proved why. Customer service, and they get results. Right?
Was that before or after you got pulled over?
That was before. I came back here after that. I was in a good mood, and then I got pulled over.
Yeah, you broke the law.
I did.
I mean, you did break the law.
Thank you for the warning. I won't do that again. I've learned my lesson. I appreciate that without a ticket.
Yes.
but go see Tripp. You won't get a ticket if you see him. Just me.
Mayhem State Basketball, you see it out there.
You will. When we come back,
Not
a
seeing it right now.
a very early spillover next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Nepco and Anderson Ford on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Your cure for spring fever is at the Husker Lawn and Leisure Show, March 13th through the 15th at the Sandhills Global Event Center. See unique home and landscape displays. Admission $8. Veterans free on Friday. Hours and info at HuskerLawnShow.com. Sponsored by South O Roofing.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
At Schwiezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwiezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwiezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Staying healthy and comfortable starts with the air you breathe. If you're noticing more dust, odors, or allergies, it could be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Pure Air starts with cleaner air ducts. Pair with enhanced filtration and purifications options, and the difference is amazing. When the air you breathe is clean and fresh, your home smells fresher, and your family is healthier. Time for cleaner air in your home? Call Bryant for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for an early spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love, because we got basketball sharp at 9 a.m. By the way, Raising Cane's getting close to St. Patrick's Day. They have leprechaun lemonade.
Ooh.
For St. Patty's Day, it's the same freshly squeezed lemonade you love from Raising Cane's, just made green. For a limited time, celebrate with leprechaun lemonade.
Time.
And as always, delicious chicken finger meals. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Sounds good.
It is good.
Chicken and lemonade is hard to beat.
It's a pretty good duo.
Hey, really good deal.
There's some sizable news in the last 24 hours in the NFL.
Yeah.
Mostly regarding the Baltimore Ravens. So there's a big trade. So Max Crosby, the Raiders star defensive end, was traded to the Ravens a couple days ago, or maybe last week. And the trade was rescinded last night because of a failed physical and concerns about the duration of time he's going to take to heal from an injury he has right now. This morning, to replace that for the Ravens, they signed Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals. 4 years, $112 million.
Okay.
Trey Hendrickson going from the Bengals to the Ravens. in the AFC
Who
North.
do you like better, Hendrickson or Crosby?
Crosby's a little younger, right? I mean, again, I need some age on this.
Let me get that for you.
I need
If
age.
both are healthy, who do you like better?
In that scenario,
Yeah.
probably like Crosby more than
You kind of
Hendrickson.
think that, but Hendrickson has been more productive.
He
right?
has.
He's got more productive, but he's, I think, 32.
Crosby's 28.
And I think he's in his 30s.
God, Hendrickson's
Trey's in his 30s.
Okay. Hendrickson is 32.
Oh,
yep, 30,
so-
30
oh, that's
31,
old.
30,
Hey.
turning 32.
I don't
a
know
little
about
old.
that. That's for a pass rusher.
Mm.
Makes me a little nervous.
Mhm.
So I would lead towards
Crosby.
28 in that. But
Crosby's banged up.
Now, Hendrickson only played half of last year. The holdout and injury, I believe, for that. He had 4 sacks. The previous 2 years, he had in each year 17 and a half sacks, though. Both
pretty
years,
incredible.
17 and a half
it's a lot of
for Cincinnati.
Jeez.
That's big.
And also, just remember in the NFL when you see, so give me the Hendrickson's Trey's his contract.
4 years, $112 million with the Ravens signed
So
this
the big
morning.
thing, obviously, is what was his signing bonus? Because just so you guys know, he's not getting the 112. He won't last the 4 years. You just get paid for when you're playing. It sounds cool, but he won't be there 4 years from now. I don't think he'd be 36 years old rushing the pass.
Usually not.
No, but he's
Doesn't
gonna
happen very often.
No, it doesn't happen very often. That's why the numbers always sound like, oh, it's like the wide receiver going from Tampa to the Niners
Evans.
Mike Evans.
on a 3-year contract. He's not playing for three more years. It was going to be a miracle for him to play 1 more year.
Mhm.
So that's always the difference in that. I'm not a contract specialist, but it's always unique how you see it. What was the injury with Crosby?
Hang on.
Is it shoulder?
Are they saying what?
Well,
it is?
yeah.
Because right now, if you're the Raiders, you're like going, oh, great.
Yeah. So
Now,
we get him back.
We get him back, but he's broke.
Right. Kind of awkward
Yeah,
too.
kind of.
We traded you, but you're coming
Significant
back.
knee injury late in the 2025 season.
So what they're saying is like, okay, it's pretty simple. They're playing to win a Super Bowl this year with the
Ravens,
with the age of their quarterback and where Lamar Jackson. What's he in about year 7 or 8? So he's
Something
got
like
his that window is small. So they need to win it now. So so if he may be like going Crosby, he might be not playing until mid-October or something.
Yeah.
So Crosby played through much of last year with a left knee injury and eventually cut his season short. He had surgery to repair the meniscus in his knee in January and declared on social media he would be expecting a 200% recovery. Max Crosby.
So meniscus takes a long time to recover
Yeah.
from. It's a long time injury. It,
Didn't pass it.
Yeah.
He's not 200% recovered.
Yeah.
He's back with the Raiders.
I wonder what he felt going into the getting looked at to get his physical. I wonder if he was like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And was he shocked at that? Or is
Yeah,
it
or
the Raiders shocked? Or are they like going, yeah, we knew this was a possibility.
Yeah, or was Crosby just hoping to skirt by? Kind of sounds like that to me. What other sports tomorrow? Well, there is access today. Rule.
Oh, yes.
You get some sound today.
Nice.
Matt Rule with a lot of, it'll be a lot. I mean, this is the only day of access. Then they shut it down. The reason I can go with you guys to wherever we're going for the NCAA tournament is there's no football next week.
Very
This
nice.
is the
Spring break.
Yeah, right. Spring break. And this is the last day of access this week. So it's Rule and Dakeil Shorts, Addison Williams, and I'd say several players.
Can you do me a favor? Just please, and talk to all of the pundits also. Ask them, does it have to be just about Calandria? Can we please talk about somebody else?
Easy.
But
Wow. Commentary.
Yeah, well, we've heard like 10 days of it. I'd like to hear more about the new offensive
That's fair.
lineman
That's fair. I'm not saying it's
or who
unfair.
the running what anybody. Because all I've heard that's it is
Give me a
Calandria.
tree barblade.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
there you
Bobblade.
Barblade. Can I
It's
get
not marmalade.
Can I get a
Yeah.
Brendan Black update?
Okay.
please?
Yeah, something
Did I
like-
get that one right?
Give me something. Talk about the
Tree Barblade.
talk about the return game and especially something.
Well, they don't. In the spring, I don't think there's a lot of return game.
There's return game. I guarantee you. They're not going to all of a sudden be like
challenging
they're
the
not
coach.
going to start
Tell
fall
Bill
camp
what
and go,
there is.
I don't know. I guess we're going to do it. We got this kickoff return thing that this is new and we got punt return.
Okay.
We're not even doing that.
Well, that's
Hold it. They're lined up in punt. Time out. Time
I
out.
got it. So you don't want a lot on Calandria.
No, that's all we've heard.
Okay.
No, I'm not down on Calandria.
No, I know.
It's like to have a different
We
story.
could talk about defense a little bit more
Yeah.
today. That probably be good.
Yeah, defensive line.
Thank you for the commentary.
Also, quick note: we did mention today is the start of the boys' state basketball tournament.
Penn Dragons.
We've got Penn Dragons do play. They're the 7th seed in Class B. They'll play at Devaney at 1:30.
1:30.
You could go to that, Bill.
You get popcorn there. You get the box popcorn.
Get the box
popcorn, and it's incredible.
They're playing 25-1 Bergen Catholic. The
one and
Tuesday
done.
tough matchup.
Oh.
Hey, it's title town. That's Quattro County you're
don't
talking
come
about.
after Quattro.
Here on the ticket,
that'd be changed. If we win it, we'll be Uno.
In 10 minutes, you'll hear from Nick Sander, Elgin, Pope John, and Pleasanton at 9
That
a.m.
game's
That's
real.
Class D2. And then also after that, Deschler and Guardian Angels Central Catholic at 10:45. Then we'll have the Class A games also today. All of those here on the ticket throughout the day.
Wow. That means Farley show's only 45 minutes.
Yes.
You had to cut it a little bit short. It's starting to pick up out there, though, as far as the fans.
Is it? I see nobody.
Are we sure the tournament starts today?
It does.
Because right now
the snow is done. Everybody
we
clear out.
have not seen a bus go by. We've not seen. No one's in the Hampton. There's no one staying there. If your team needs some free time, come over here to breakfast. They'd love to have you.
Nothing I've seen suggests state tournament.
Nothing at all. Right now, it appears. Did they move this to Omaha and we're unaware?
Enjoy the call. Enjoy the games. We'll be back tomorrow. State Hoops is next.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Soren.